3, 2, 1.
Right, turn the mic off. Still hear you as well, mate.
Yeah.
My days. Oh, well, we didn't bother with intro then. I'm just going to put it on. I can't hear you again now.
Wait. No, that's my fault. That's my fault. This
Oh,
time was my fault. Wait, we're live then, are we? No intro.
yeah, we're live. Yeah. I was gonna, you know how you sort out to keep it going, loop.
Yeah.
I was looking at that and it already stopped before I even saw it, so I ended up on the
Fair
air. So
enough.
I was like, "Ah, whatever, we'll go with this." So big up everybody. Welcome to the Long-Haired Yeti's Cave, and this is a Yeti and Karl Beer show, and we're going to have a chat and talk about certain things. And the general title of the show is, what is it called?
I'd like to take the chance to apologise to absolutely fucking no one. That's what it is, mate.
Absolutely, and I
No
couldn't
fucking
say that,
apology.
so there's no way I could say that. So I had to leave that one to Cole, and I've left my
Well, you
glass
couldn't.
downstairs as well.
You couldn't say it, but I couldn't type it either. So we're fair games.
Well, there is that about it, I suppose. But yeah, so basically, I need to go and get my glass. So give me 1 second, Cole.
Yeah, mate. I'll chat away.
Yeah, because I forgot it. So
no, man. Take your
back
time.
in a
All
sec.
good. Yeah, man. Well, I don't know if there's anyone in here yet, but obviously any Arsenal fans, I'm sure, like me, are fucking buzzing, mate. Absolutely surreal. 22 long fucking years. It doesn't even feel real yet. I think a lot of it is because we haven't lifted that trophy just yet to see the players and all the celebrations and stuff. And I think a lot of us didn't expect City to drop points against Bournemouth at the end. So it was almost a little bit anticlimactic. But listen, I'll take that. I think it's about time our nerves got saved for once after this long year. So no, it's fucking brilliant. I'm buzzing. I am absolutely fucking buzzing. And I think that's what all Arsenal fans should be focusing on. Not worried about dramas, not worried about fucking, who has a right to celebrate and all that bollocks and all that shit. It's ridiculous. Makes me wonder who's the real fans then at the end of the day. That's all we have to worry about. But hey, what do I know? Hope you're all well anyway. Whoever's listening, whoever's coming in, it's a Friday night, grab some beers. Yeah, he's just grabbing his glass. Don't worry, I haven't taken over the channel, trust me. So don't worry. Yeah, he'll be back soon. Yeah. No, it's great. It's unbelievable. And the fact that we still have a fucking Champions League final to look forward to as well is mate, it's surreal. It's totally utterly surreal. It's fucking brilliant. Yeah, man. Just waiting for Yeti to come back with his glass. Here he is.
Right. Okay, I am back. So, anyway, Cole, big up to you, mate.
Big up to you, brother.
Well, mate. Had quite the week, mate, hadn't you?
Yeah, man, it's fantastic. Absolutely.
How does it feel to be a fucking Premier League champion?
Yeah, man, I'm not used to the feeling of it, obviously, since the last time we fucking won it. I was 12 years old, so it's new. It's wonderful, mate. It's what we've been begging for. It's what standards we've been imposing onto this club, what we expected, and all that sort of stuff. And you know what? Big up to every single one of those players, including the manager as well, for finally getting it done. That's all we wanted. We just wanted to see some bottle in these players, regardless of it being a bad league or this, that, and the other. We had to win what we had to. We had to win what we had to win, and we did. So I'm enjoying every single second of it. I'm not getting involved in terms of certain fans telling certain people who can celebrate or who can't celebrate, and getting involved in dramas at a time like this is insane to me. That's even on your mindset. But each to their own. It's amazing, mate. No, it's fantastic. I mean, the cherry on the cake is that we also have another cup final to look forward to as well. That one being the fucking Champions League, which is major, which is so fun. So it's a beautiful, beautiful end to the season for us, man. I'm over the moon. It's rare to see me in this sort of mood in regards to my club. It's probably a bit alien to people, but no, mate, I'm buzzing. Absolutely buzzing.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally buzzing. I mean, you got it over the line. I think I don't know about you, but I think there might be a lot of people like needing to see after the game on Crystal Palace, you actually lift that trophy because
Hmm.
there's still a little bit of like division and silliness that's going on, even then when you should be sort of like
Mhm.
just I mean, if we manage to do it, I mean, I talk to people that I don't really get on with and all that
Yep,
kind of stuff, just to say yes, we did it and all that kind of thing, instead of sort
exactly.
of thinking about anything else. To be quite honest with you, but everybody's different. And also,
Of course.
anyway, cheers, mate. Cheers.
Cheers,
And
brother. Thank you very
also,
much.
yeah, no worries, man. And a massive cheers for Freddie, who got a clean bill of health as well, which is
Major.
absolutely fantastic. So he's
Absolute.
doing all right now. So he's just on antibiotics. So
Beautiful, beautiful. There's no
mm.
better feeling than that, mate.
Oh,
There's no better
absolutely.
feeling in the world than that. No trophy can compare to that feeling of your pet being
No,
in good health and
not
or
at
loved
all.
one or anything like that. It's major, man. It's absolutely
Yeah,
major. So big up to Freddie.
100%.
Big up to him. That's beautiful to see, man.
Absolutely. Big up, Marie. How you doing? Big up, guys.
Salut,
She
Marie.
says.
Ça va? Ça va, mon ami?
Yeah, well, I can't say
Yeah.
that, but I'll say bonjour, mademoiselle.
Well, very good, mate. Very good. Yeah, it's not
Well,
bad.
I did do it
Yeah,
at
it's not bad.
school. I did do it at
Yeah.
school. I mean, but there might be so if I tried to do a sentence, it might come out a little bit rude or something because I only know
Oh, mate.
bananas and that kind of thing. So
To be honest with you, though, as well, like I speak French okay. I'm not. I would not call myself fluent, even though I'm half.
yeah,
But
bless her.
it's when you're trying to string a sentence, like I can rehearse a conversation in French very well in my head, and then I
Mm.
go to, like, say for example, to order a drink in a wine bar in France or something like that, and then all of a sudden I just go completely blank because my brain stops working, and then they immediately switch to English, and I'm like, ah, shit, I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake Frenchman, bro. But no,
You
big
might
up
as
to
well.
Freddie though, man. It's
You
a
might
big
as
up to
well do
Freddie
it in twos. And I mean, Sunday's going to be crazy because you've got all the games on at 4 o'clock, which you normally have anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Finally.
Obviously, Forest and Bournemouth is going to be my main one, but I also want to. I'm going to have to try and get 3 games on. So I've got that one on, and then I've got the Tottenham, and then I've got the West Ham one on at the same time. So that's going to be an interesting day to see kind of what
Yeah.
happens there, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, I'm
It's
looking forward to last day. I'd like to have seen you go to the last day. I know you're probably not that bothered about it now because
no.
you probably didn't want that squeaky bum time
Oh,
anyway in that game, did
bro.
you? Really?
No, goodness, no. So no, like honestly, I get what you're saying though. It would have been amazing to win it under those circumstances with the last final
Mm.
push and all that. But man, my little heart couldn't take it anymore. It's
Mm.
I don't think I'd have it in me to go through that sort of shit. So I wouldn't change a thing, mate. Listen, I'm happy at the end of the day. I just want silverware. But no, the last day there's still things to watch though, isn't there? With West Ham,
Mm.
Spurs, and all that. That's the big
Oh
thing to
yeah,
watch now.
massive, massive.
That's
Yeah.
the big thing, and it ain't done yet, mate. It isn't done
No,
yet for the old Hammers. That last game for Spurs is a tricky one. It's a tricky one, but
this.
we can only see, man. We can only see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think Leeds might be on the beach, maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe Moyes will save West Ham again.
Yeah, maybe
You know,
so.
got that
Maybe so, man.
possibility as well.
Well possible, bro. Well possible, but there's definitely something that at least gain have some sort of a united interest because I think we both collectively would love to see Spurs go down. I don't think there'd be anything funnier in the world than that giant
Oh,
ass
mate.
stadium.
Oh, yeah.
just
I
just for this.
normally go on.
Yeah. No, sorry, no. It's just I'm just saying for the sake of that giant stadium being the championship alone, it will be just so funny.
That's why I don't really see it happening, but I hope it does
Yeah,
happen because listening to some of them, I've seen a bit more of a side to them this season. Like, for instance, some guy saying today that was on about Gibbs White again. Yeah, we should pick up Gibbs White for about 30 million.
yeah,
30 million, you're having a laugh. We didn't let you have him for 60. Are you fucking stupid in the head or something?
man. It's just disrespectful, isn't it? Like, coming from
Mm.
them of all people, Like, you don't.
Yeah,
It'd be one thing a City fan saying something like that, but a fucking Spurs fan, have some respect. You
yeah,
couldn't get him for 60, mate. Marinakis came in and kicked your head in. What are you going
exactly.
to get him for half? Surely.
Oh, mate, all the things in the comments as well. Well, the only reason we didn't get him is because he got threatened by Marinakis. He didn't threaten him at all. What? But wait, it's not. It ain't fucking mob world. It ain't mobland. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's then
It's
again
it's
when you look at
crazy, isn't it?
Marinakis, it's hard to think of anything other than that, though,
Well, yeah.
mate.
I mean, I will say that I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't say it might be in your best interest to stay here or something like that. I don't really know, to be honest, but maybe he wanted because he just had a kid, hasn't he? I think so.
I
Maybe
don't
he
know,
just
mate.
wanted that rise in the wage or whatever like that.
Yeah,
We didn't like the way
mm,
it was done, as I've already said, but it is what it
of
is.
course.
Um,
Mm,
but he said I would say about 65 million. 65 million is his buyout clause, which is where the problem was because they
mm.
hit it straight. I think it was 65, and they actually hit it straight away, which doesn't make any sense. It's a bit dumb on their part, to be honest. I'd
Yeah, yeah.
say I don't know. I'd say more 70, 75. I think with like another season, I think towards the end of the season, he's been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, his last quarter of the season was very impressive. I must say, man.
Mm,
He was single handedly winning you games, two
mm.
or three games in a row. He was just on fire, and a big up to him after that facial injury that he sustained, which was absolutely akin to a car crash,
Yeah, yeah.
and still, still was there towards the end, mate. Fair play to him. No, balls of
It's
steel.
crazy, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Noni was 55, so he's defo worth more. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh
Noni
yeah.
Madueke's got in the England squad.
Apparently so. Yeah, I heard that. Which listen, just because he has a Premier League title now under his belt doesn't mean that he's worthy of that squad, mate. Like,
Mm.
at the end of the day, like I was saying there earlier to a mate of mine, just because you're in that squad does not make you an amazing player. Like Madueke
No.
was a huge heel in our performances the entire
Mm.
year. He absolutely was, and still like respect you're a part of it and all that, but like come on, like surely
He
let's
did
let's calm
okay.
down.
He did
He was
okay.
okay.
I don't see him being an Arsenal player for a long time, though. I do
No,
think at some point, either that or
I
he'll
hope.
get better, or I just don't see him as that player. But I mean, Anderson got into the England squad again, and I was saying on Facebook because everyone was saying, "Oh, why not Morgan Gibbs White and all that lot?" And this dumbass Derby fan turned around and says, "Oh, well, they need someone in defensive midfielder, and you need balance, and all that kind of stuff." And I was
Mm.
like, "Well, Gibbs White,
Or
if you offered him an England shirt, he'd play whichever position you wanted him to. He could play any position in that midfield."
Mhm.
Hard working player, gets stuck in.
And I'm not too sure if this is actually true because I think some of the leaks I was seeing could have been easily fake accounts posting this stuff. But did Adam Wharton not make the squad either?
I don't think so. No, I was reading something on that. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to ask Jack on that one, but I
That's
don't. I
crazy.
don't think he did. And yeah,
That's
that is mad. That is
that
mad.
is mad.
Marie says you don't rate him, as in Noni Madueke. I don't, to be quite honest with you. Look,
Me
he's done
neither.
what he's done. He's done all right, I suppose, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him leave at some point, to be fair.
Yeah,
And
hundred
Barcola is
percent.
better. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Mm.
Totally. I mean, if you look at that England squad, I mean, well, like I've said on that thing, there's only one on there that's world class, in my opinion. That's Harry Kane.
Mm. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
I don't think any of the others is world class.
No, no. As me personally, my feelings on international football. It's something like I enjoyed a lot as a kid, but just as I got older, it's just something that I just don't really enjoy anymore. Because mainly you see a lot of like I don't know how many players actually take it as seriously as we do, as fans. I don't see the
Mm,
same sort of passion. Like mainly probably because most nations around the world aren't united anymore as a people. That's probably a
true.
big reason as to why. There's division
Yeah,
everywhere. So how can people unite together
that
to
is true.
put blood
That is
to
true.
break their tendons and break blood vessels for their country that they don't even believe in? So maybe that's a part of it. But yeah,
Mm.
I'm not too big on the World Cup this year, man. I just hope France wins it. That's all. I'll watch the France games maybe towards the knockout stages, but that's about it for me. I'd say. I reckon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it because I mean, the thing is, the one thing about the World Cup is you shouldn't get the silly decisions that you get in the fucking Premier League. Because if you watch the Europa, I mean, some of the referees some of them was decent. What that one against
Yeah.
Villa in the first game, I thought he was
Hmm.
absolutely spot on. He was like, right, you two English teams, I know you're going to kick the shit out of each other, so just get on with it. That was excellent. That was
That's the way it should
excellent.
be.
Big up Pepsi, how
Yeah.
you doing, mate? And bar cola isn't a bad drink. Yeah, that bar
Very
cola.
good. Yeah, bar
But
Pepsi.
yeah, I mean, I don't hold any hope for it. I'm glad Anderson's gone. Because
Mhm.
let's face it, if Anderson goes and has a fantastic World Cup, that price goes whoop. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It just
100%.
keeps going
Yeah,
up and up and up and up. So, I
yeah.
mean, I think they should have took Gibbs White because that guy turned around and says, oh, well, you know, Henderson's got experience. And I'm like, what? Him fucking getting knocked out all the time?
Mhm.
We need new blood.
Yeah, well, exactly, because it hasn't worked before so many times. So you
Mm,
have to try something new every so often. And
exactly.
I totally
Exactly.
agree with you, mate. Yeah, I
Mm.
would have took I would have took Wharton, Anderson, and I definitely would have took Gibbs White as well because he has that game changing ability in him. And I think
Do you know,
you need players like that in your Arsenal. You
yeah,
absolutely do. You absolutely must.
I want to see,
Mm.
him put Anderson and Rice together in
Oh,
that role because I've already said that I think that would be a fantastic midfield. So I'd like to see him like attempt
mm.
that or attempt to do that. To be honest, I think that would
I,
be really good.
Yeah, I agree, and obviously from an Arsenal standpoint, I would love that to be our midfield. I'm always very respectful when I talk about Forest
Mm.
players. I'm not saying, oh, I'd love him, I'd take him for nothing and all that, but a midfield of Rice and Anderson together would be just magic. Jesus
Mm.
Christ, that would be game changing, I think, and that would be also just from removing our amicability towards our clubs. I mean, that would be the move if I was Arsenal, because we
Oh
have
yeah.
problems and we have issues in midfield. We're
Mm.
always like sweating on Rice's fitness and stuff like that, and we've seen it time and time again when Zubimendi comes in. Then again, I suppose we have Lewis Skelly, who's done very well since actually played in his fucking position. But
Mm.
always aim higher, and keep pushing on for a better thing. And Anderson, Rice, Skelly in your midfield roster would be absolutely insane
I
just to
don't
be able
think
to rotate from.
Skelly's not gone. I don't think.
I wouldn't reckon. I haven't looked now yet. To be fair, now I only seen little bits of
Yeah, I'll
information
show
coming
you
through. But
if I can find it. Right, let's have a look. I mean, there is some players there that you want to see to the future and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? There is actually
well,
some
you'd
of them
hope so.
there.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah, I
hope
mean, he
so for
has got
sure.
it right in some of it. Yeah, so what you've got is you got Pickford in goal. You got Dean Henderson, James Trafford.
Hmm.
You've got defenders is Reece James, Tino Livramento. I agree. I agree with them too. Maybe Reece James because he gets injured a lot, but
Yeah.
Mark Gay, Ezri Konza, John Stones, Jarrell Kwanzaa, who I think was at Liverpool, Nico O'Reilly, which I agree with,
Mm.
Dan Burn, and Jed Spence. I'm not quite sure on the Jed Spence one, really, but
Yeah. Yeah. I seen people were up in arms about Dan Burns making it over Harry Maguire. I would have took Dan Burns over
Mm.
Maguire any day. Me personally, I would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
definitely. I think
And
that's a
then the
no brainer. Me
midfield,
personally.
which I think looks like the sharpest, to be honest. You've got Declan Rice, you've got Elliot
Yep.
Anderson, you've got Jude Bellingham. Now that's a great three in itself because Bellingham could play more forward and then Rice and Anderson behind.
Mm.
And Jordan Henderson, Morgan Rogers, and Kobe Minu.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's no complaints there.
I think it's all right. The only thing I would say is Henderson out for Morgan Gibbs White, so you can make it a proper younger team ready for the future and stuff. It's all right going on about experience, but everyone that's been in England has fucking failed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So you want better than that, don't you?
I think hunger beats experience without success any day of the
Mm,
week, in my
yeah,
opinion.
totally.
Yeah,
And the forwards is Harry Kane, Ivan Tony, Ollie
yeah. Interesting.
Watkins, Bukayo Saka, Bukayo Saka, I mean, Noni Madueke, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Gordon, and a Brecci Eze. I don't know why Eze's a forward though.
Yeah, he often plays in the left wing. That's probably why they
Yeah.
included him in
I
there.
mean, I agree with him going. I absolutely agree with
Mm.
him going, but I don't know why he's in that position personally. But
Yeah.
yes, I mean, that's kind of the team. I'm not going to get stoked about it, to be honest. And I don't mean the
Yeah.
football team. But I'm not going to. I've done it so many times, Cole, where
Ah,
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
so G'd up and everything, and then it just all falls to. Well, you know what it's like. I mean, 6 years. Sorry, I can't tell
22,
you, can I?
22 in many respects, 22 in fact.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I
absolutely.
get you. No,
Mm.
there's no point in it. I think with the likes of the World Cup, like just if you want to pay attention to the games, just pay attention to them, have fun with it. And, if you guys
Yeah,
get
yeah.
far, then enjoy it then.
Mm.
But that's it. Don't get overly gassed, and you won't get too disappointed. Is the best thing about it. Like
I think that's the best way of going, isn't it? Pepsi says I think Gaza and Lineker should have been selected. Have you
Absolutely,
seen
mate.
Gaza? Have you seen him
I
nowadays? Oh my days.
I haven't seen him quite recently. I've seen him over the past few years. He looks pretty rough, all right. But that's the
He
life he leads,
does.
mate. That's
Yeah, yeah,
we're
man.
all
Thin as
we'll end up
anything.
that we'll end up that way too if we keep partying
Mm.
as hard as we do, mate. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Well, I think they probably party a lot harder than like what we do, but
I'd say so.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say
I
so.
mean,
You'd hope so.
Lineker,
I hope so.
Lineker's just a piece of shit anyway. So I mean, we don't want
Hmm.
him.
Of course not. No, of course not.
He's
But yeah,
turned
no.
out to be a right dickhead, he has, hasn't he, Lineker?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think anyone who goes down the media route where they put their media job ahead of absolutely everything else. The first thing you have to sacrifice is virtue. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's the first thing that has to go when you want to be in mainstream media and be a regular feature in that. The first thing that goes out the door is your virtue and principles and all that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's the first thing. So immediately you're like, yeah, you're a dickhead. You're immediately a dickhead if you go down that route. Now, if you have the bollocks to stand up for what you believe in against it, fair play to you. But 9.9 times out of 10, these lads don't because they get sacked anyway if they did. So
Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
fuck
And
them.
the
Fuck them.
problem is, everybody that stands for this thing, whereas yeah, let illegals over here and stuff like that. Not one of them will have them in their ass. Not one of them will shelter
Oh,
them
of
or
course.
anything like that. So we ain't got
Yeah.
the room, guys. We ain't got the room. I'm pretty sure Lineker's got plenty of room. And Marie says, yeah, no way. And Billy Bollocks. Absolutely. Absolutely Billy Bollocks. But yeah, I mean, it's like, Matt Letizia, he starts speaking out. He's done.
Yeah. Hmm.
As soon as you can see why some of them don't, because I'd still do it. Me personally, I'd still do it. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Of course.
I'd rather be real than anything else. But it's like, Letizia spoke out on a lot of things, and he's done. He's absolutely done now everywhere, pretty
Well,
much.
that's why there's such a massive rise in consuming independent media like channels like this and
Mm.
many others around it because people are just fed up of the whole rehearsed narrative spewing
Yeah.
from former people that you used to look up to. For example, in a more molecular level, you'd have the likes of Martin Keown. Just being you can clearly tell. I know right now he's technically right, but like for the last 6 years, he's just been a paid spokesman for the club who is
Mm.
parading as someone who's supposed to be a pundit, and that's very dangerous. That's really
Yeah.
dangerous, in fact. And people wake up to that sort of stuff, and they go, "No, I'm sick of hearing about this shit. I want to listen to independent channels like yourself, like Lee Gunner,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's many
Yeah.
other channels as well that do the same thing in different clubs." But
Mm.
that's why there's a huge market for anyone who has the balls to go on camera and speak facts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Big up, Barg. I hope you're well, matey. And yeah, it is like it is kind of a dying art because some people take the
Mhm.
choice of actually, doing what's gonna do better for them instead of actually saying what you actually think. And I've never
Absolutely.
been in that bracket, to be honest. I've always said what I think from day one. I think when
Well,
I was born, I
if
probably turned around and said, "Fuck off, put me back in."
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, and this, if you don't mind, lets me segue into what what absolutely sickens me in general, like, for example, Arsenal has just won the league the first time in 22 years. Sorry for bringing it up
Mm,
again, but it leads to a good point. And just refreshing my YouTube algorithm, I won't mention any names, but the amount of people I'm seeing going into drama-esque videos and streams
mm,
and things like this at a time when we should be fucking, no matter what your opinion was beforehand, whether you were backing this manager from day one or whether you were against this manager from day one, at the end of the day, we have won a fucking league title for the
mm.
first time in 22 years. And if you have anything else on your mind other than celebrating it in terms of your content being put out online, I question you as a fan. I really,
Mm.
really fucking do. I really,
Oh
really
yeah,
wonder
yeah,
because
yeah.
me right now, I have a lot of people that don't like me in this fucking sphere, and I don't even have a fucking channel. But I'd be
Mm.
willing, just in the sake of it, if I happen to catch any of these man in a stream when we're all celebrating, and anyone wanted to chat to me, I'd be like, yeah, big up to you, mate. Fucking hell, this, that, and the other, celebrate alongside. But if you if garnering clickbaity content is your main narrative after something like this, then I fucking wonder. I think you should stop making these sort of fucking videos in the first place, and maybe drop Arsenal as a fucking theme for your channel, in my opinion. And that goes for any
Yeah,
other fan of any other
yeah.
club who makes content. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
you can
I
see
totally agree. Yeah.
you see it clear as day. It's just a pure cash cow for them. You
Mm.
know, it's a pure cash cow focusing on something like that. But big up Argab. I just saw you in there. I hope you're well, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I try to sort of like, I'll have my rants and stuff like that, like the one that's on there at the minute about corrupt
Crufts.
FA, corrupts, corrupt FA line in their own pockets again. To do with the this FFP thing. What do you think about that? It's ridiculous, isn't it, that they're going to get a
Yeah,
payout every time somebody signs too many players? It's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Well, if that's the case, if that's going in, then any club that was ever docked points in the past, like you guys and Everton, should be given you should be given reparations for the bullshit that you endured. Then, if
Yeah,
that's the case, you should be, for every point docked, you should be given that 50K or whatever amount of K it
yeah,
is
yeah,
per infringement. Then, if that's the case, and even
yeah,
then, it's still not fucking
yeah.
right. It's ridiculous. Yeah, look, it's sanctioned cheating. We know this. This is
Mm,
the sport that it's become. We know we know it is what it is in terms of
yeah.
this sport. It's a
I
money
mean,
it's a money grabbing thing.
there's another part of it as well that needs thinking about, because if it comes to the end of a transfer window, say because like the league started by the time the transfer window goes, if any of the teams that's not the millionaire billionaires or anything like that have got players that are really on form towards the end of the transfer window,
Mm.
there's never going to be a budget for your transfer. So you just go,
No.
oh, you know what? We'll take a chance on him. We'll take him away from them and all that. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And that's the worst part, because the bigger clubs are going to just sign players left, right, and centre. And it's not going to help the teams coming up in the league either. And it's not going to
No, of
balance it
course.
out at all.
No, it won't at all. As I said, it's sanctioned cheating, mate. But it's been like that for the longest time. It's in every walks of life as well. And in some respects, it's kind of always been like that to a degree. The
Mm.
one with the most money, the one who succeeds. So
Oh, yeah,
it, it, it
100%.
yeah,
100%. But I mean, this
it,
league,
it,
this
it's sad
gives
though.
no. This gives
No.
no bar, though. It gives no bar.
Oh yeah.
If Arsenal wanted to, they could go, "Oh, let's have another 11 backup for next season," and just go out and pick and choose whichever they want. I mean, it was always going to come down to the FA getting a payout, wasn't it?
Well, of course. But I mean, the biggest sickener is that, like, the likes of a club like City, right? I mean, with 115 charges, or how many of those out of 115 is legitimate charges, can now basically, it's this legislation is almost like a wee loophole before the sanctions even come into place, as a
Mm.
little out for them. It just shows how it all works. It's just the right hands are in the right places, and that's it. It's
Yeah,
very, very sad, mate. Sad.
yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
right.
It is,
Totally
because
not right.
it's just gonna make the gap even bigger. Whereas I think the
Mm.
gap is starting to go now. It's like Jack was saying the other day. Look at how many points has won the Premier League. It used to be like over 100, and I said, well, maybe that's because the other teams are like catching up on quality and taking points off the bigger teams, which is not a bad
Yeah,
thing
true.
for football. But this could
No.
actually retract all that and change it all. Here's a
Mm.
question from Pepsi. Who do we buy and sell in the summer? Not as
Hmm.
Arsenal.
Is that for me? I can't really read. If
Yeah,
it's for
yeah.
me,
Go on.
for Arsenal, I would say in terms of selling, I would say now. Granted, these are not realistic because these players' wages are way too high. But definitely, I would say number one, Zubamendi. He needs to go.
Mm.
He's been a liability from day one. He's the biggest thorn on our side right now. Second to that, I would say Madweki. He offers absolutely nothing except for running the ball out. Um, Look, despite us winning the league, there's still a lot of players I'm not huge fans of. I would get rid
Jesus.
of course, Jesus.
Mm.
Absolutely. I would even say Calafiori as well. Get a more traditional left back. I know he
Martinelli.
pops up. Martinelli, indeed. Yeah, you could definitely because there's way better options out there. Ben White as well because of his injuries. I think he does a job at right back. In fairness, since he's been moved out there, I've not been too critical of him, but because he's just at the fault of this manager. In fairness to he's just too injury riddled. He can't last more than 2 games in a row. So get rid of him. To replace them with Pepsi, mate? Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I could list off obviously the best transfers in the world as if it
Yeah,
was a
that.
FIFA
Yeah,
career mode,
same
but
as me. Same as me.
I prefer to focus on who I'd get rid of. But if
Mm.
I was to replace Martinelli and make a new starting left winger, I would love Kvaratskhelia from PSG. That would be
Hey,
my dream,
exactly.
bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness, that
yeah.
monster! I would adore
Definitely.
him at our club.
Mm.
And also, if you don't mind, with the utmost respect, yeah, I would take Anderson as well in midfield to replace Zubimendi. That's who
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
take.
I don't. Yeah,
Respectfully,
I get that.
respectfully.
Yeah. But I mean, we
And
know he's
as Marie
Chelsea.
just said,
So.
sorry, as Marie
Yeah,
just said,
yeah.
of
Oh
course,
God.
I forgot Odegaard. And you know the problem is that I kind of feel a little bit bad saying it for the first time that there's such a big list, despite us winning the title. There's still a
Mm.
very very large list of players that need to go. I'm afraid they have to go. They just do. Yeah.
There'll be
So
no more. There'll be no more hiding now, though. There'll be no more
true.
hiding because you won the title. You're on the
Mm-hmm.
advancement, so there'll be no
Yeah.
more hiding. So they are going to
Mm-hmm.
sort of stand out as well as
Yeah.
not being very good players. I mean, I think Skelly's done really well towards the end of the season when he
Mm-hmm.
put him in midfield. I mean, who knew
What
about
we all
that?
wanted.
But
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, and that seemed to make a big difference as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely.
when it comes to that, I mean, Anderson, I do think would be, as I've already said to you, I do think it would be good in the place of
Of course.
Zubamendi. You know,
Yeah.
I think that would be a
Yeah.
fantastic one for you guys. But I know we know he's going somewhere. But like I say,
Well, you
if
don't
he
know
has a
yet,
great
though, man.
World Cup, then you know,
If he has a great World Cup, indeed, that makes it even more difficult. But people's minds around the world is they're so ADHD riddled. It's like the brain rot is set into everywhere. That like if another player pops up and has a good World Cup, maybe Elliot Anderson might be forgotten about slightly because you've only had Anderson for it's just 1 year you've had him, 2 years,
about 2 years, I think.
so just 2 years. Okay, so he's still young enough into his contract, so you never know. Then
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
yeah, no.
I
It's a it's
can't,
a tri-
mate.
it's a tricky one. It's a tricky
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I mean, it.
Yeah.
To be honest, it kind of depends on like what his aspirations are and all that kind of stuff, and whether he
Mm,
likes the togetherness of the players and the team and everything like that, instead of going somewhere else where you're going to earn a lot more money. But one thing I will say about Anderson,
mm.
if he goes, he's got to be playing because I think that would be a major part he makes in his contract. He's got to be playing.
Oh, well,
Got
you'd
to
hope
be.
so. You would fucking hope so. There's nothing worse when a player does leave a club where they're valued and they go to a club to get a big paycheck and they end up being a side man on the bench. There's nothing more
Mm,
tragic. There's nothing more tragic than that. So
yeah.
yeah, you would certainly hope so. Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
certainly hope so.
And Pepsi, and I said Chelsea then. Pepsi says Chelsea seem to think they have a chance signing Mbappe. I mean, I'll tell you what, that the manager they're bringing in's pretty decent as well, isn't he?
Chabi Alonso. Well, it's interesting with the whole Mbappe saga because for me personally, I seen obviously a lot of the talk was as well about Arsenal, but like I don't want that guy in there. That guy is a curse.
Mm,
The guy is just a pure curse. Listen, we know the talent that he had especially when he burst onto the scene in Monaco and his first World Cup with France as well. But ever since then, when he was at PSG, the club, the club in fairness to them, totally and utterly fucked up by giving that guy way too much power. And not only
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the subtle way that players have power, they actually legitimately gave him power. Like they
Mm.
legitimately PSG gave him power, which is the worst thing you could ever do to a young man, like a 23, 24-year-old at the time. And
Mm.
since then, it seems as though it's been too much too soon, which is the age-old story of success in many places. But I don't know, mate. I don't know about Mbappe. Is he on paper? It's an amazing signing, but like I don't necessarily think I would necessarily want him at the club. I don't actually
Yeah.
think I would want him at the club. I'd rather a humble guy who's clearly talented, but without the star. The kind of the star package of
Yeah,
Mbappe.
yeah. Mind you, then again,
'Cause
there has been players that have come over that we have heard got a big head and all that kind of stuff, and it's proved that to
mm,
not be the case. Jokeres
for
for
sure,
one. Jokeres is a big-headed person. I mean, but
on a
if you
lesser
actually
scale,
watch
though.
him, he looks
Mm.
very. I don't know. To me, he looks like if he scores or anything like that, he sort of like looks around and said, "Did I do good?"
Who now, Mbappe or Gyökeres?
No, Jokeres. Like, I'm just talking about
Yeah,
players that people say's got an attitude, and he just looks like he's
but
sort of looks around as if to say, "Did I do good? Did I do good?"
mm,
You know what I mean?
see,
So,
I haven't heard much of Gyökeres having a bad attitude. I know there was a little wee bit of controversy towards the lead up to his move to Arsenal
yeah, yeah,
from
yeah.
his last club of Sporting that I think he refused to play or something like that, or he refused to train with the team. I don't know, something like that. But his character, I mean, he's a Scandi. He's Swedish, mate. He's as quiet, as poised as it gets, from
Mm,
what I've seen, and all season as well. I don't know. I love Gyökeres personally. He's a class act. He's very quiet. Seems
mm.
very humble to me. To your
Yeah,
point, though,
exactly.
to your point, I think a better example would have been someone like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at the time when he joined.
Mm.
He had a reputation of being a bit of a disruptor, this, that, and the other, because
Yeah,
he's
there
a
was
bit of
other.
a.
I couldn't remember the name, so I
Oh,
just
there's
went
plenty. Oh no, mate,
Jokeres
there's plenty.
instead.
There's no. There's plenty of examples, and I think Aubameyang was one of them, who had that reputation that was not accurately given to him at all.
Mm.
He was actually very in tune with the fan base. He was very, obviously an amazing striker for us that deserved to have a few extra trophies under his belt for his time here. But he came good, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I know
I
he
mean,
was scapegoat. He was scapegoated in the prime documentary, but
yeah, yeah. I
that
mean,
was a
I
different
think
thing.
also you've got to take into account that it's different teams, and if that
Hmm.
team's treated him in a certain kind of way that nobody knows about, then yes, he's
Yeah,
probably going to seem like he's got a bad attitude, or he's this, that, and the other. So I mean, it's not always like cut and dried in that respect that a player's got a bad attitude. When you actually see the bad attitude, now you look at Richarlison. Now he looks like the kind of guy that would start crying if you don't pass him the ball.
oh, dude, 100%,
Do you know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, he's a, he's one of the most annoying players with the least amount of talent I have ever seen. Like
Mm.
he is just, you wouldn't pay me to have him at my club, mate.
No,
Absolute diabolical,
no. And
diabolical.
like, and like with the that question about like who would you sign and who would you get rid of, I know it was to you, but
Yeah, of
this is
course.
the reason I never quite answered that kind of question on Tony Claude, because when you're talking to an Arsenal fan, you've got the pick of the bunch.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I was to
Oh,
say
totally. Yeah.
like, oh, who would I want? Well, yeah, I'll take Declan Rice. I'll take
Yeah.
Gyökeres. I'll take
I know. Yeah.
Kvaratskhelia. I'll take, you know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. I
all.
know.
I mean, it's all clad based, isn't it? So it's
Of
quite a
course it is.
difficult question to answer, really.
But I do impose the same thinking that you have as well. Because whilst yes, our pick of the litter is much bigger than Forest. Respectfully,
Mm,
I still don't. I still wouldn't see the likes of Kvaratskhelia coming to our club because, like, why would he? I mean, he's currently paying for the
yeah, I
reigning
can't see it.
Champions League. No, I couldn't. But then again, like, if you went out there and said, "Look, this is the man we want," put your fucking, the biggest amount of money possible that your
Mm,
club can muster, offer a decent, the highest contract going. Yeah, anything's possible. It also depends on the player situation. Are they tired of the club? Do they want a change of scenery?
mm.
All those things come into account. But in generally speaking, I don't assume a player like that
Yeah, I
would
mean,
come
well,
to us.
if they won the UCL, that would be his
Mm.
second one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, oh
Because
yeah,
they
yeah,
won it before
yes,
as well,
indeed.
didn't they? So that'd be his
Yeah,
second one. So I mean, And did they win the league? I don't know. I don't watch it.
Yeah,
So
they
did
did.
they?
They
They,
won. They won
see,
it like I think they won it like 6 weeks ago. I think PSG
mm,
did. I believe.
so I mean,
Yeah. So
he
they're,
might want another. He might want another challenge,
yeah.
and the other challenge for foreign players is normally to come to the Premier League.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
so I
it's
mean, it's
yeah.
always possible.
You never know. You absolutely never know. My thing is not to assume players that would automatically come to you. It's just look, if you want them, put the offer out, see what happens. Just put
Yeah,
a real offer out, and if it
yeah,
happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is.
absolutely,
That's what big clubs do,
100%.
you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that's a really good point and something that I've always said. Just offer the money because they might
Yeah,
actually, if you hit this point, because that's the whole point of a release clause and where it all went wrong for the Spurs thing with Morgan Gibbs White. You
yeah.
hit it straight away.
Mm,
I mean, it's not odd, is it? Really? I mean, what you normally do is go, we'll give you 50, yeah, 50
mhm.
million. No, we're not selling him for 50. All right, then we'll come back with 55 or 53 or whatever. And then all of a sudden you'll hit the release clause, and then it's like
Yeah,
shit, you know.
fair
And
enough.
then it's down
Yeah,
to Morgan Gibbs White whether he wants to go or not. Which I'm
yeah.
reading that he does. I don't. You know what? You never know. You never know.
As I always said, yeah, mate, you're better off ignoring once the summer comes around by next week. Once the transfer
Mm,
window opens, just turn off of all of your notifications from any sort of
mm,
media that drops transfer rumors because they're brain rot. They're
yeah.
absolutely pure brain rot because you just don't know until it happens, and it's
Mm,
also not worth knowing until it either happens or doesn't. Do you know, kind of a
no.
way. There's no
No.
point knowing that maybe MGW might be leaving in 2 weeks' time. Then you're
Mm,
there stressing over that for 2 weeks unnecessarily if he doesn't leave. There's no point. And it also
yeah.
gets
Yeah.
your hopes up in the wrong way if a player you're looking forward to coming doesn't come. It's just a waste of time. It's all
Mm,
noise. It's all people trying to make money again. Yeah, the same thing I was saying earlier about content creators.
it is.
It's
Yeah.
all
It's
people trying to
just
make money.
clickbait, isn't it? It's just clickbait. I
Exactly.
mean, I've seen a few for Arsenal as well,
Oh,
Alvarez and all that kind of thing. And I mean,
yeah.
you've already got like Jokeras and
Mm,
Havertz, I suppose. I mean, he didn't get sent off in that game. I have no idea, but anyway.
yeah.
Um, but it's just like you just got to wait and see, and I won't sort of celebrate anything. And I'm quite confident that the players we do get that do go, we will bring in quality anyway. We
I
haven't
agree. Yeah.
not done that yet, so
No.
there's
No.
only if I was looking at players that I'd get rid of, I would have said Murato, but I think he had a really strong sort of end of the season. So I give him a little bit of a chance, but he's still a little bit of a doubt in my head, to be honest.
Yeah. He had a
So,
good end of
you
two
know,
games. His last two
yeah,
games I saw he was decent. But
yeah,
beyond that, not so much. But to your point about replacing Wells is something I said to you in private as well. I would personally have faith that Forest will replace adequately. You guys seem to have very, very, very good scouting, a very good
yeah,
scouting
yeah,
department,
absolutely,
almost
100%.
like an old traditional scouting
Yeah,
department where you
yeah,
actually
yeah,
pull players that
totally,
nobody knows of, which is brilliant,
totally.
which is fantastic.
Yeah,
It's a huge, huge, huge skill. I don't know who's
yeah.
responsible for that, particularly in your roster of your background team, but whoever
Mm.
it is, they're doing a very very good job, in my opinion,
Yeah,
personally.
it seems to be good. And Marie says, I don't believe any rumours until I see the player wearing the shirt. And that is exactly how you should be.
Yeah,
Exactly how
hundred
you
percent.
should be. And it's like I was saying to Jack the other day. To be honest, the top teams that are there at the
Mm,
minute, they don't have to do any scouting. Because
mm.
basically, us and any team that's underneath Palace or whatever, we pull in the Whartons and the Andersons and all this, that, and the other, and then you see them from that point of view, and
Yeah,
then
of
you pick them off.
course.
So
Yeah,
you're in a position where you're not
it's
having to do any scouting, really.
yeah, of course. It's our luxury,
Mm,
it's our luxury based on our position and financial position as well. It
yeah,
still wouldn't harm. I would still love to see, that level of scouting. I'd love to see an
yeah, yeah,
unknown player all
100%.
of a sudden sign from Arsenal. People go, okay, what's this about? 5, 7
Mm,
million signing, and all of a sudden it becomes the next fucking superstar. It's been a long time since we've seen that. Now, granted, we have it in dribs and drabs through the academy, with likes of like say Saka or Max Dowman, which we're seeing now, who the one little slight taint towards the end of the season, and this is just me being very, very, nitpicky here, is that Dowman after his wonderful goal against Everton, he barely featured since then. That was a little bit of a sticker. Not even getting 10 minutes. Like he just seemed to be just left on the bench untouched, which is, if you're going to do with a player of that age and that ability, like if you're not going to use him, we have to do something with him. He needs to be either put out on loan next season. He has to be used. The kid has to be fucking playing. And in my opinion, he should be fucking playing in our first 11 very regularly. You know what I mean? As of next season, he has to be.
That was because he single-handedly came on against Everton and he picked the team up big time, and those points went towards that title win. And there was times where, I mean, I know it's all done now, but there was times where you could have sort of brought him on and made that bit of a difference and stuff like that.
Of course.
I know he's a young lad, but I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
If he's good enough, he's good enough. It doesn't matter how old he is.
It doesn't matter at all. And at the end of the day, some players' peak windows can be much earlier than we typically expect. His window could be his peak window, who knows, could be 18 to 25. Depending on the player time. You just don't know with these sort of players. Same like Michael Owen, for example. Michael Owen is a great example of that, peaking so brilliantly at young and then kind of petered off towards the end.
Rooney as well. Rooney was 17 years old.
Rooney
he scored against you guys, didn't he?
I remember that. I remember to this day that rocket, mate. I seen it. Who is this Shrek? Who is this Shrek no-neck little prick?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, lad, I still feel the vibrations from that net, from that fucking whacker.
Bro,
that was.
Oh
awesome, my God. Talk about bursting onto the scene, by the way.
That is bursting onto the scene, absolutely.
What a player! What a player he was.
Pepsi says, wouldn't mind Arsenal going in for Krupi at Bournemouth. Yeah, he looks a good player, and he's 19 years old, I think. And he looks a quality player. Yeah.
Wow, he's young.
I think so, yeah.
Wow, Jesus. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
he looks quality, mate. And Ariani182, how you doing? Big up the lads. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, pal.
Big up.
And look, at the end of the day, as I've said, right, I've turned around and said on this channel a few times that Arteta won't win anything, and he did. So,
same here.
I was wrong. Fair enough.
Me too.
It is what
mate,
it is.
I was, as the Arsenal fan here, I was totally wrong too. I never thought this lad would get it over the line. No. I never thought a lot of these players who feature very regularly would get it over the line. And the first thing to say is, well done to you guys. Fair fucking play to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big up to you. I was absolutely wrong on that. But at the same time, the narrative of apologies, you can go fuck yourselves on that. I ain't here to apologize to absolutely fucking no one. No one at all, man. No one's getting an apology. Because do you know why? Do you know why? Is because this is the standard, and this is the first thing I said whenever that sort of discourse was going on, is that this is the standards that we've been asking for. So this feeling that we're all feeling right now is what we asked for. So if anyone has to apologize, it's you dickheads for not fucking demanding more, which is this beautiful feeling that we're all feeling now. And it's not an arrogant thing to say, because a club of the size and expenditure and the loyalty that the likes of Arteta and many of these players have received, it's a bare minimum to be at least competing at a real level and getting some over the line as well. So, do you know what?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And Pepsi says you were right about your feeling. Yeah, I mean, mate, I was more confident than most on you, to be fair. And that was at the time when it was starting to wobble a little bit. I just had a feeling. I'm not like Mystic Meg, but I've got a penis. Mind you, that she might have one. I don't know. I mean, you never know nowadays, do you? But
hey, we don't judge.
No, we don't judge. We don't judge. But it's like, it was just, I don't know, it's just in my head. It's just a feeling. I said if you remember, I said last season that I had a dream that you guys won the title.
You did, yeah. Yeah, you did, yeah.
Now,
yeah, but you also said, respectfully, you also... You were, because you said you had a feeling last season. I was like, going, oh, come on, bro, and it didn't work. But so when you said it again, I thought you were deep down. I thought you were trolling, just to build us up, getting hype. But no, your feeling was right.
It was just a thought, mate. It was just how I felt at the time.
Listen, I'm delighted you were right, brother. I'm delighted you were right.
Absolutely. And Marie says, I think Max still have a lots to improve. He's still not at Rooney or Yamal levels when they were his age. It's just my opinion. No, I agree totally.
Yeah,
But the way you
mm,
improve is being on the pitch and carrying on playing. And even if you get like
I concur.
5 minutes or 10 minutes at the end or something like that. But then
Something.
again,
Yeah.
I think if you was the kind of team that gets 3 or 4 nil up, like you have been
Well,
in the past, then I think
very
he
good
would have
point.
got on more, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That's a very
But
good point because
it
our
was
system.
always on a knife edge, wasn't it? Basically.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a good point. It's a good point by Marie and yourself. Actually, I do
Mm,
agree. I agree in ways with you both, but I do think Dalman needs more minutes to showcase. Is he on that level? We just don't know because he's had
that's what I mean.
very
Yeah.
such little minutes. But at the same time, it's true. It is true. He's certainly not on the level of Rooney as of now. No, absolutely not.
Give him.
The interesting thing is next season though something has to happen with this talent because clearly we can all see
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
very talented.
yeah.
The whole world who happens to watch the Premier League is talking about Max Dalman, the young man that he is, youngest Premier League winner by the way, and but something has to happen with him next year. So if he's not going to feature regularly, he has to be put out on loan somewhere. He has to. He needs
Mm,
minutes. He needs to be playing regularly because we cannot afford to waste a talent like that at our club,
no,
despite how rich we are,
no.
despite our coffers, despite that. It's a more of a principle thing on football, never mind the money.
Mm, yeah,
He has to be
100%,
playing. Hopefully it's
100%.
with us too. Hopefully it's with us.
Yeah,
Sell Madueke and let him rotate with Saka then.
I think he will replace Madwake at some point. Pepsi says she's dead, old Meg. Is she dead? Is she? So, I mean, well, that proves I don't know everything because I didn't know that. So yeah, I mean, it's like I think
Jeez.
where Dalman's concerned, right? Give
Mm.
him some time in the pre-season and stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't be bringing him on for the UCL final. That to me would be crazy. But anyway, why not? I mean, he might
Hey,
shine in that as well, you know.
depends on the game. Yeah, depends on the game
Mm,
how it's going.
yeah,
If we lack, if we're lacking a bit of a bit of spark and a bit of game changing ability, the kid has it in abundance. We see it. The eye test doesn't lie. If we lack that on the day
just
and
a
there's nothing else
question
happening
though.
on the right or the center, then bring him on. Absolutely, I don't care what age the little kid is. Bring
Mm,
him on. Yeah, go
just
ahead.
a question because when he came on at Everton and he did what he
Hmm.
did, he took
Yeah.
all the plaudits.
Hmm.
Do you think that bothered Arteta a little bit? I mean, Arteta put him on, obviously.
Yeah, I don't, mate. That's a hard question to answer. I have no idea. I have no idea. I mean, really, if he got bothered by that as a manager when a 16-year-old kid that you subbed on is getting the plaudits as
Yeah, yeah.
any human would love to give those sort of plaudits to anyone young that does a great job in anything in their life, then he needs to go to a therapist immediately.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely, definitely.
But
I suppose.
I don't think so, mate. I don't know. Maybe who knows? There could be many angles as to why. Could be many angles. I think maybe the tension of the league running got to Arteta, so he didn't want to experiment. We know that he's very set in his ways, so he
Mm,
was too afraid to break from his regimented system. And Dowman doesn't really play to that. He kind of is a flair player that just takes the game into his own hands. Who knows, mate? Who knows?
mm.
But if that is what you think it is, then Jesus Christ, please go
Yeah,
see.
it might have become a
Could
fucking
be.
Billy. It might have become a Billy bollocks like Marie says all the time. It might have
What's this
become a
Billy
bit.
Bollocks? What is this Billy Bollocks?
It's Billy Big Bollocks.
Hmm.
But when Marie says it, she says Billy Bollocks.
Okay, I get it now. I get it. That's
So
brilliant.
it fucking crapped me up the other day.
I thought you were
But
talking
yeah.
about Billy Talk. I thought you were talking about the lad Billy Talks Bollocks. You know the strikers don't need to score goals in that. That's what
Oh
I was
no,
thinking.
man, I've gone. Billy knows bollocks. I think that was his name on it.
Billy no, Billy knows fuck all, bro. But anyway.
Billy Ball or whatever the fuck his name is. But yeah, I mean, it's at the end of the day, I just said yesterday, well, not yesterday, I can't remember what day it was, but on TJ's stream, for
Oh
me,
yeah.
the work starts now because for me, in 6.5 years, he's been preparing this meal. Yeah, and he spent a lot of money preparing this meal. This meal
Yeah.
has now got a title. Now it's time to cook this meal and make it the best fucking meal you've ever seen. And that's what I think he needs to do now.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I totally agree. This now is the hurdle that the players have finally gotten over, and the manager included. So you need to utilize this and push on. And you know what the beautiful thing is? We have a test next week, next Sunday. I don't give a fuck on paper that PSG are destined to win this over us. You are in a cup final, a one chance at rewriting history
You're
for
in
our
it.
fucking club. We have the players to do something.
Yeah.
Go out there and make sure they fucking do at least something. I do not want to see a repeat of Baku. I do not want to see a repeat of even the League Cup final against City. I need this to be a gargantuan game. I want PSG players to be aching if they do win this game. Make sure something happens. And the confidence from getting over the line with this league means that that's the minimum I expect. You need to put up a major fight and have your balls in your fucking hands and be cocky with it when you walk in on that pitch. It's bare minimum. And for next season too.
I
It
think
starts all over again.
I think you might get a yellow or a red card if you get on the pitch with your balls in your hands, to be honest. But I don't actually know whether that's.
It might be a straight red, in fairness. If you take your shirt off, it's a yellow. So
it
might be a direct red. It might be a direct red, in fairness.
I mean, you definitely need to play with a ball, play ball on the pitch, but I don't think it means in that respect. Mate, at the end of the day, right, you're in a UCL final. When we did what we did, I know it's a long time ago.
Doesn't matter.
When we did we did, we was faced with the same kind of adversity. Liverpool was a great side, fantastic side.
Of course.
No way Liverpool again. No way Forest are going to beat Liverpool and get past them. That was where Cloughy turned around and said after the first game, if you're daft enough to count us out or something like that, he made this quote about being stupid if you counting us out, and we got it done. And it's the same as Manchester United against Bayern Munich in that second half. I think
Liverpool, AC Milan.
And
Liverpool,
absolutely.
AC Milan. I mean, obviously, these are the moments that can propel your club into eternal greatness. And like these players, after there's almost no. I'm not saying an excuse to win it because a cup final is a cup final, but there's no excuse now, given the sense of occasion alone, regardless of what happens in your season. But on top of that, you've finally gotten over the line after being, we've been memed on time and time again about being bottlers, this, that, and the other. That's all over with now. That's all over with now. Now, lads, go out there and put your bollocks in your hands on the pitch and get a red card immediately.
Bro, it's all over with until next season. If you bottle it next season, then it's all going to come back again. Here they come again.
But we're 2026 champions, so you know what, we can take it, man. But no, the club. But to your point though, like this for me personally. Listen, I'm a nobody. I'm just a lad without a channel and that. But for me personally, it starts again next season. What you just said, like Arteta, I've said for a long time. 6.5 years. Hey, well done, mate. FA Cup in your first year from a different team, whatever. You got the league done. We're very grateful. We are absolutely grateful. But at the end of the day, you're an employee of this club, being paid very handsomely for your services. Same standard next season, lads. You better win something. We need to win something again. You better be in there, the Premier League. You better be in there for the Champions League. You better be in there for the FA Cup and the League Cup. I want at least one or two. With the funds that and he's probably going to be given a massive amount of money this season as well, given the profitability of us, the profitability of the club at the end of the season. Sorry. So go out there again, lads. Starts again from scratch.
The pressure is massively on now because it's been 6.5 years to cook this. So it's
you'd hope so.
And I think also with him being a manager that's now finally got the Premier League and got it over the line, I'd expect to see him be a little bit more expansive in his thinking as well.
I hope so.
And kind of make you a bit more of like an attacking threat, not just set pieces.
I hope so.
Set pieces is great, don't get me wrong. It's great. If they go in the net, it's fucking great. You can't really argue with that. It's a chance on goal every single time. So, I mean, nobody can argue with that. Same as a pen. But I think it's like he's got to sort of like get something going with Gyökeres, make sure he's the absolute pivotal part of it. Think that's, to me, is kind of where he's got to go now. not just keep
Very good
doing
point.
the same thing. I think he's got to really advance in his career as well as a manager.
100.
Because if he's supposed to be
Absolutely.
this best manager ever in Europe and everything, which has been said by like certain people, well, we need to see that start to happen now, don't we? And
Very well
big up
said.
to a Clockwork Cherry, how you doing? And big up to you, welcome to the cave, and good luck to all on Sunday. Yeah, good luck to you as well, mate. I'm not looking forward
Same,
to
mate.
playing you guys. I do not like playing you guys. And you've
Yeah,
been
none of us do.
fantastic this season, mate.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. No, none of us like playing Bournemouth at all.
No,
Jesus, they've been fantastic this season. Absolutely
100%.
fantastic.
Mm.
Absolutely amazing this season.
I'd be interested
Mm.
to know what your thoughts, say, a Clockwork Cherry, is about getting rid of Areola. Why is Areola going? What's the situation there? Is he not being paid enough, or is it like, is there anything else to it? Because I think he's done a fantastic job. I want to get rid of him at all unless he actually wants to go. He's done a fucking phenomenal job, he has. If I want to eat anything that's been cooked for 6.5 years, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you'll get it there, mate. I definitely think you'll get it there. But yeah, I don't understand the Areola going. I don't know what the background is to it because he's built an absolutely fantastic team. His family, wife wants to go back to Spain. Oh, that's interesting because they're talking about him possibly going to Palace. So if they want to go back to Spain, that's not happening, is it? That's a shame, to be honest. I mean, what's your kind of thoughts on him? Because I think he's done fantastic. I think he's got a great team going there as well. Alex Scott is just coming on leaps and bounds every time I watch him, to be honest. Nat Krupi looks a massive pickle. And Brooks, I've always liked Brooks anyway, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to playing you guys on Sunday. You seem to always have our number at the minute. So, we're going to have to fight hard for that game, big time. And you've got in Europe as well. So, I mean, if you was to beat us, then you get UCL, don't you? But if we beat you, then you get Europa. Is that right? Sure, it's something like that. Sure, I heard that the other day. I think we've got a very tough game on our hands there, to be honest. And I have to give nothing but respect to what Bournemouth's done since they've come into the Premier League, to be honest. I think it deserves respect because the start of the season it was looking a little bit dicey and then all of a sudden you just pulled it all back. Absolutely awesome.
Mm. I just seen from the commentary he wants to move back to Spain.
Mm.
Is the reason for his departure. Yeah, but that kind of makes sense in a way.
He does, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
That's why, like, that's why the rumors that we were seeing about him moving to like other clubs around the same level
Mm.
like didn't really make sense to us, So yeah, adds
I
up.
wonder, like, what team he's going to manage, like, in Spain, though, if he's going back to Spain. I mean, with
Who
what he's
knows,
done,
mate?
I'd say he's got his pick, personally.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, and like Spain is always a very tumultuous place for any sort of manager that
Uh-huh.
doesn't deliver. So the revolving door of jobs there is ever moving, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah. Clockwork Orange. Clockwork Orange. Fucking
Stanley
Clockwork Orange.
Kubrick. Stanley
Clockwork
Kubrick.
Cherry, I mean. Says, we have already replaced him with Marco Rose. Rose has 3 trophies in Austria with Salzburg and 2 cups in Germany with Leipzig. So our new guy is quite good. Yeah, we get Europa. But if you beat us, don't you get UCL?
Oh yeah, that's right too. They might do actually.
Well, I thought that was what I read. I don't know whether it's right or not.
I haven't looked at the table since we won, mate. So I'm just so
I'm gonna
happy.
have a
Yeah,
look
it's,
now,
it's,
actually.
it's not my problem anymore. Thank God.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's wonderful.
So Bournemouth have got 56 points. They can end up with 59, the same as Liverpool. Goal difference is higher though for Liverpool. So you've got to do is about 6-0.
Hmm.
Well, 7-0. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get battered that much.
No chance.
I probably just read that completely wrong, but whatever.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean,
No,
that's awesome. If Liverpool win and City win and we win, we get UCL. Yeah, that's right. I knew there was something like that. I couldn't remember exactly what it was.
oh, nice man. No, it's been a great season for them. Not in fairness to them,
Quality.
really great season. And I can't remember the name of their striker, Igor or something. Is it? There's Igor Thiago.
Evan Nilsson.
Evan Nielsen, even Jesus Christ.
Mm.
I'm listening out UFC fighters here. He's had a remarkable season in
Yeah.
fairness to him. Yeah. No, it's great, man.
They've got some really, really good players and they're hard working as well. Like Truffer, he looks decent as well. Hill looks decent. Like I say,
Yeah.
Scott, I think, is quality. Not sure about that penalty he got against Crystal Palace, to be honest, but we've had some bizarre decisions this season. Everybody's had some good ones, everyone's had some bad ones.
In every single weekend that we've watched, yeah, we have seen a shocking decision. You know what I mean? And it's been going on for quite some time now. I know that's part of the narrative about Arsenal. And yes, we've had some amazingly favourable decisions this year, but we've also in the years going back had some shocking ones against us too. And it's the nature of the beast. When there is bad refereeing, everyone hurts from it and everyone benefits from it at different times. It just is what it is.
Definitely. Definitely.
Instead of fans getting mad at the clubs who benefit from it, just like maybe put that towards the FA instead every single time. Vote with your feet.
Yeah.
Vote with your fucking emails, opinions, whatever it may be. Because the referees do need to be held up to a higher standard.
Oh,
I just don't understand what I just don't understand yet is how with the introduction of VAR, right? I know a lot of people were against VAR. Me at the time before it was put into place in the league, I was saying, well, look, I've seen it work so beautifully well in rugby because I watched rugby and played it for many, many years of my life, that it may be a good thing. It could be a good thing. But the problem is when VAR finally make a good decision, which is already bad to begin with, you have the likes of a ref. What was that game where the ref overturned the VAR decision?
It was a Man United Forest. Yeah, Burma.
United Forest. There you go. The armpit catch ball. I remember that.
That was, mate. That is one of the worst
That's
ones
shocking.
I've seen, and everybody was blaming VAR, and I was like, it's not VAR's fault. VAR called
it's
it.
The ref.
Referee went over and said it was different. Clockwork Cherry, Iriola's in Atletico Bilbao's Hall of Fame, so the thought was he's going to manage them, but that isn't the case now. I actually looked on YouTube and looked at some of his goals. He's actually a fucking really good player as well, wasn't he?
Oh, nice.
I wouldn't say that I remembered him because I'm not one of these weirdos that says I watch every football game on the planet because that wouldn't be possible. But I've looked on YouTube and he was bloody good actually, very good.
But back to that decision was absolutely beyond shocking. Like, fair enough, the ref missed it. VR tells you it's fucking clearly handball. It's armpit, trap ball. He went to the monitor, bro. Right? He went to the monitor, looked at it, and goes, "Nah, I was right. Nah, bro. No, I'm sorry.
Mate,
you should be sacked. You should be sacked as a referee. Never ref the sport
again. 100%. I'm sorry, but if you get like Bothroyd said the other day that if that's anywhere on the pitch, then that's going to be a card or whatever.
Yeah.
And Dermot, idiot boy, turned around and said like, well, it weren't anywhere else on the pitch, was it? He clearly puts his on there, and I don't give a fuck about accidental. Sorry, don't try and play that game with me.
It's irrelevant.
You're talking bollocks.
It's irrelevant.
He puts his hand there to stop the ball going through. Now, he doesn't score from the bandstand, but Cunha does. If he doesn't do that, it goes through his... I mean, it was shit from Milenkovic, to be fair, but he just didn't catch the ball right. But if it goes straight through, Cunha might put the ball in the net. And if that's the case, I don't have an issue with that. Same as I said on the video, keep it real. Yeah. If you're better than my team, I'll say, well played. You was better. Aston Villa, second leg, semi-final. Big up to Aston Villa for winning the Europa Cup. Deserved it.
Yeah, indeed. Big up,
And
yeah, absolutely.
I will always call it the way it is. If you've fucking thrown yourself to the floor all the time and you win a game, then I'll be like, you cheating bastards. But,
Yeah,
you know, and I'll always say it the way it is. If you're better than my team, then I will applaud you for it.
yeah, absolutely. But I say the same thing against my own club as well. That Havertz stud tackle should have been a blatant straight red. I said it
Mm,
in I said it during the watch along in both
you
your
did.
channel and Lee's
You
as
did.
well. I said there
Yeah.
has to be a red card. I'm sorry that like I know our fans were making the argument that he pulled like he basically stopped his leg from making the impact harder. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, what? Yeah, I know. Looking for a needle in a haystack. But it's like at the end of the day, that could have been easily a leg snapper right there. Sub him up. And it's not the first time this chap has done it either. It's not the first time. He did it against Newcastle a few years back as well.
Yeah.
It was Newcastle, wasn't it, if I remember correctly, where he
Yeah,
went in
yeah. Yeah.
full pelt on somebody and got away with it as well. It's dangerous
Mm,
play. Absolutely. And the ref there should be on an immediate warning.
mm.
There should be a tribunal after at the end of every game with level-headed people reviewing the game. And go, okay, sir, why was he not red carded?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know, I missed it. Okay, that's strike one on your observance levels. You do that three times.
Absolutely.
Do
Yeah.
that three times in a
Totally.
row. Sorry, mate, you're down. Get down to the championship. Get down to League One. Get down to League Two.
Mm.
You keep making these infringements, and
I
the
don't
guy
I
who made
don't
that.
even I don't even see that as a punishment because the referees get a contract what they get paid. So surely if they go down to the championship they're still gonna be on the same money, or does it change? I don't
whichever,
know. I don't
whichever.
know
Make
about
make
that.
make make sure there's a penalty. Anyway, is my point. You know what I mean? The point
Mm.
is that you should be very close to losing your fucking job if
Oh
you
yeah,
keep
hundred
making
percent.
decisions like this.
100%. He should never
It's,
manage again. And he didn't
no,
manage this he's not managing this week, funnily enough. But he didn't do
there you go.
anything wrong, but he's not managing this week. Clockwork Cherry, and I would love to see Spurs go down. Even Link City were trolling them. Their fans and players were singing away to Spurs. Ole, ole, ole. Yeah, mate, I'd love to see Spurs go down, to be honest.
Oh
I
god,
hope it
yeah.
happens, I really do.
It would be brilliant.
I have a feeling
It
they'll
would
scum
be.
it, though, to be honest.
I think for the reasons that you mentioned to me privately are true. If you want to
Mm.
say it, I'll let you say it if you want. But like the fact
Oh,
that they
yeah,
have to,
I don't. I think they bring a lot of money into the Premier League and get a lot of money from the Premier League because of that ground, because they have like WWE and Beyonce and go karts and whatever else they have. I don't think they'll special buses. They have special buses as well. I just don't see it. I think they'll scum it, mate. I think they'll scum it. I think they'll keep them in the league. Burnley
I
are
know,
getting
yeah.
50 million for going down. Jokes. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But I mean, like, sort of going back to that challenge, though, as well. If that's on Saka or that's on Havertz, he's off. Any.
Mm,
Let's face it.
mm.
The player's off. The player is
Or
off.
on Rodri or on fucking what's his name Szoboszlai,
Yeah,
any
yeah.
of the
On
big players. I
anybody.
agree,
Morgan Gibbs
totally.
White, Anderson,
Totally
you
agree
know.
with. Havertz
Mm.
has this weird thing where he gets away with it for some reason. Probably because he looks like a spindly rat. He looks like an elongated rat. I think is probably why. I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Yeah,
It should have
mate,
been a red.
you've only got
I'm
to look at his
I'm admitting
face.
it.
You've only
Yeah,
got to look at his
yeah.
face. He knows. When he walks away, he looks like the lad that's just
You see,
stole the cream cakes off the fucking table.
the worst thing about it, mate, yeah, is that like us as fans should not have to be having these discussions. It
No,
should be nipped in the bud immediately. The
of course
ref
it
should be
should.
like any
Yeah.
infringement of that scale, and this is coming from a fucking Arsenal fan, yeah.
Mm.
It should be an immediate red. It's a no-brainer. Even me, I'm a brute, by the way.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
played rugby. I've done combat sports in my time. I've done everything. I'm always about like I wish there was the handbags allowed on this pitch and all that.
Mm.
When you fly in like that recklessly to a challenge with your stud showing, I've seen Eduardo's leg get snapped, his ankle get snapped. I've seen
Yeah.
Aaron Ramsey's leg get broken horrifically versus Stoke City. I've seen countless times of that. That easily could have been that. It
Oh,
could have
yeah,
easily been that.
absolutely.
It's a
100%.
blatant red. And what pissed
Yeah.
me off the most yet is that our fans argue. Some of our fans are like, no, it's not a red.
He didn't put enough.
Shut up, bro.
He didn't put enough pressure on
He
it, so it
pulled.
doesn't
He
matter.
I heard. The funniest one I heard. Yeah, the funniest one I heard was that but at the end, if you watch it in 0.25 speed, you see at the last minute he pushes his foot up 3 millimeters. So that meant he was pulling back on his tendon under his thigh. So that meant physiognomy. It means that he didn't. What are you, a fucking surgeon from the fucking
Honestly,
1500s, mate? Did
it's
you?
ridiculous, isn't it?
The man acting like they were sending graphs to Leonardo da Vinci about human anatomy with their analysis. Shut your fucking mouth, you cunt, yeah.
I'll tell you the
Jesus
best one. I'll tell
Christ.
you the best one though that got a really good reply from me is he turned around and said that the reason the player went down because I said, well, the player went down. He says he went down because he dived, and I went, well, coming from an Arsenal fan, I'm not going to argue about you diving because you know everything about that fucker. Never
Yeah.
said anything after
Well,
that.
when it goes to diving, I'm not going to take all that on the chin as an Arsenal fan because it's every single fucking player dives nowadays.
Oh yeah, I
It has
get
been.
it. I get it. I
But I get what
100%
you're
get
saying.
it.
I
I
get
get
what you're
it.
saying.
I get it. I
We
mean,
do it as much.
if we was to go into decisions and stuff like that, there's been some atrocious ones in
Of course, there
all
has.
different games towards the title end. You know, I mean, you're gonna think I'm
Last
having a
season.
go at Arsenal, but these are the
No, no,
ones that
no,
I'm
no, no.
seeing all over the place.
I
Got
also.
the headbutt from Gabriel because I said on the stream that should be a red. The punch
It's
on
handbags.
Voldemort.
It's handbags, mate. Come on, let it
No,
go.
bro,
Let's
he
go. This
headbutted the
is what it's
guy.
all about. This is what we want, though. We want that. No,
Mate,
see,
I
this
don't
is where
mind it. I don't mind it. Don't get
I
me
know,
wrong.
I
I
know.
don't mind it. I'd like to
But the
see
thing
them
is,
beat the fuck out of each other,
the only
but
thing I
it's the
will say,
rules.
you know I'm not a shameless Arsenal fan, right?
No.
I think everyone who knows me knows that I'm actually quite the opposite. But I ain't gonna let that dampen me because every season for the last in my memory banks, which is not very long because I'm not like a real fan yet. I don't remember every single second of every game since I was born. You know, because apparently every other fan does. You know, if you don't remember every
Yeah.
second of every game, you're not a real fan. But for the last 4 or 5 seasons, mate, it's been like that. There's been shocking decisions all the time. It's always a little bit more hyper focused when it's Arsenal because we're so hated, and rightly so, because our fan base are the most fringe fan base on planet Earth.
Yeah.
So I understand. I understand the neutral, like looking towards anything when it's involving Arsenal. I totally understand it, but at the same time, it's rife in every game going back at least five,
Yeah.
6 years.
That
There's shocking decisions.
there's dodgy
Yeah,
decisions
yeah.
at some
It is
point
what it
on
is.
anybody
It is
that
what it
wins
is.
the Premier League. There's always even
Oh,
Man United, everybody that's won the Premier League has at some
but
point had a decision that you don't agree with. Look at Liverpool in the lockdown, that some of the penalties they got was not fucking right. On
yeah, they
Salah,
were called.
never
They
even
were
touched him, Crystal Palace, and he still gets it.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
always going to
No,
be
it
like
is
that.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Marie says Barca got 42 million for winning La Liga. How much do you get for like winning the Premier League then?
I think it's
How
like
much do
over
you actually
nearly.
get?
I think it's nearly 200 million for winning the Premier League. I think.
No, that's not bad, is it? That's made some of the money back then.
Or maybe hold on. I might be way off on that. Well, I know it's significantly more than 42. I think it might be 150, 180 million. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think
Someone
I heard
correct me, please.
150 ages ago, but I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
something, but
actually changed yet. I
big
don't
number
know.
though, bigger than 42. I mean, that's what
Yeah,
Burnley got for being relegated, as Marie said earlier, which is
yeah.
shocking if you think about it.
Well, I mean, that's the parachute thing, isn't it? A Clockwork Cherry. Southampton are our closest rivals, 30-mile distance on the south coast. Our nickname for them are the Scummers. Kind of fits now after Spygate. Oh, mate, hear them crying on Facebook. Oh, it's not fair. We thought we was just going to get a fine and all that kind of stuff. Well, you don't do
What a
something.
horrible excuse.
This is exactly my problem with this FFP thing. Yeah.
They want fines. They want
Yeah,
fines.
they did it thinking we're just going to get a fine
Hmm
and then we're going to get into the Premier League and we'll be able to pay that off easily. And this is my problem
Exactly.
with this new FFP thing because
Mhm.
teams are going to look at it that way
It
now.
doesn't work because it
No,
doesn't work. It's not a punishment. It is not a real punishment.
teams have got to vote on it and who wants to have it in and who don't want to have it in. And I hope they all turn round and say that they don't want to have it in, but I can't see it. There'll be, and I guarantee you now, it will be made clear who votes for it and who don't.
I hope so.
Just to increase the hate.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I get
because they
that. I
just
get you.
love
Yeah,
doing that, don't they? They absolutely
that's it.
love doing that.
Yeah.
Pepsi says 53.1 million is what Liverpool won last year for winning the league.
Oh shit,
50
we're way
mil?
off.
Is that all it is? I heard
That's
more than that on YouTube.
maybe is it part? Are we thinking maybe
I
it's just
don't.
part of the
I
over
don't.
of the overall Premier League package? Then I suppose I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
As I
I thought. I mean, I
said,
don't know. But if you go down,
I thought it
what did
was
Murray say? If you go down,
50 for 50 for Burnley, which I know there is parachute payments,
so
which makes
50
sense.
if you
But
go down, 50 to win it.
mm, I
Might as
have
well
no
go
idea.
down.
Again, I don't know. I don't know.
Might as well go down.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. I'll get ready. Happily,
Yeah, 53 million plus a 2.6 million for each place.
wow.
So
Okay.
it's the same if you
Appreciate that,
go
lads.
down as what it is if you win it. I mean, at least you win it, I suppose.
Gosh, that's mental, isn't it? Mental.
You can just see the conversation, can't you? Right, lads,
Hmm.
we've worked so hard in 6.5 years to win the Premier League, and you've got 50 million to clear between yourselves. Next season, we'll just go down because we'll get 50 million anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy, bro. I thought it'd be more than
Yeah.
that. I know the
Fucking hell.
parachute used to be about 100, wasn't it? Was it 100? I don't fucking know. I don't know a lot
Oh,
about it, to be
we
honest.
clearly don't know, man. So that's just
Yeah.
we clearly don't fucking know. I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue.
Well, the thing
Um.
we've gone up and then like
hmm,
stayed up, so
yeah.
I don't know what it is like when you go down. I'm not bragging, but oh, we've also done it with more than 11 points. Aside from that dirty sheep shagging wank team that's
And and
on there.
and you've stayed up with 2 stars as well. Yeah.
Well,
You know
yeah,
you have
we're always going
that
to stay
too.
up
You
with
know.
them, aren't we? We're always going to stay up with them. Right.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting. It's I mean, I'd love to see them change the referees and have some new referees, but I don't think it's going to happen because the
No, it
thing that
won't.
they
No.
do, the thing I've noticed that they do clever, they'll like
Mm.
give every team one good decision this time and then a bad one the next time. So every team fans is going to be like, oh well, we've got some good and we've
Angry.
got some bad. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Instead of getting
And
it all
it's
bad.
and it's also a revolving door of anger that also
Mm.
makes news articles and news outlets have clickbaity content every time. Every
Yeah,
time there's
yeah,
a bad decision, there's a million articles, there's a million contents for streamers to make. It feeds into the monster in many
yeah,
ways.
yeah,
So like they probably love
100%.
how it is, to be honest with you. It's a shame.
Yeah,
It's them.
totally. I mean,
Mhm.
Clockwork Orange, fucking Clockwork Orange.
Great movie, by the
Clockwork
way.
Cherry. I know it is a
Great film.
fantastic
Great
movie.
film. Watched it
I
last week.
keep saying it every time I
Fabulous.
read that. But Clockwork Cherry, if you want to come on, mate, I'll send you the link so you can come on and have a chat. It's entirely up to you, mate. We should get rest from the Scottish Premier League. Yeah, I think we just need refs that can actually fucking do the job. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be
We
honest.
need rugby refs is what we need. We need
Mm,
refs for fucking rugby to learn the rules of football and come into our sport and fucking ref the game that way.
yeah, I
That's what we
mean,
fucking need. And
that's my
also there'll be
biggest
no
issue with it, to be honest. That's my biggest issue with it because the VAR was brought in because the refs weren't doing their jobs properly. And
yeah,
the refs that weren't doing their jobs properly now get an extra day of being in the VAR room
it's
and
ridiculous. It's a
fucking it
shit
up
show.
even more. I mean,
It's a
like, fair
circus.
enough, they called the Mbermo one to me. But the one problem I have with that, right? Yes, they called it right. Why can't VAR then turn around to the ref and go, you ain't overruling this, this ain't right?
Yeah, they should do that.
You know what I
We're the
mean?
ones watching it in slow time on a screen
Mm.
with no pressure, no influence from players shouting, nothing. That
Yeah.
should be the be all and end all. That's how it is in rugby. The TMO can overturn a ref's decision in rugby. They
Mm.
can do. It never happens because the ref trusts them. The TMO advises the likes of Nigel Owens, the legendary Welsh rugby ref, will say, Nigel, sorry, we spotted an infringement. Number 6 has clearly punched number 7 green on the
Yeah,
floor.
yeah.
It needs to be a yellow card, and this, that, and the other, a penalty to the opposition team, whatever.
Mm.
Ref will hear that and go, yep, cheers, mate, thanks for that. Boom. And then it's show it to the audience. The audience can see it, and all the audience that were booing goes, fuck, yeah, fair enough. Do you know what kind of way? That's how it should be. It's
totally
completely transparent. There's no room for anger afterwards. In general,
No, I totally agree with you. A clockwork cherry. I'll get his fucking name right eventually. Sorry, don't have mic or camera. No worries, mate. If you want to come on at some point, I do the real deal every now and then, and I offer a stream out to people. So, I mean, if you want to come on, you can. And what's this idiot talking about, Yeti? I don't know who's the idiot.
Well, I mean, I'm a self-proclaimed idiot, so that's no insult. So that's all good, mate. You put the link in the chat, mate, as well. That wouldn't be a bad shout if anyone wants to hop on.
Yeah. I mean, give me a sec. I just need to nip downstairs and nip to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec, yeah.
No worries, mate. So, the Beast, who's the idiot, mate? And what is he talking about? Pepsi, is that the 97? That's it. Well spotted, sir. It's a one I got off of I got it off Vinted, actually, quite cheap in fairness. So I think it's one of the reissues that they did recently. The guy on with you, he's a fool. Yeah, mate, I am a fool. But what do you disagree with what I'm saying? What is it, about the rugby stuff, or which? And if it is, what do you have to say on that? But yeah, Pepsi, it's a glorious kit, that is. Absolutely class. I actually treated myself to the Arsenal third kit from the store, actually, seeing that we won the league, so fucking delighted with that. Absolutely delighted with it. But yeah, no, absolutely delighted with this league title win, man, I must say. It's a rare feeling as an Arsenal fan. 22 years waiting is a fucking long time. So big up to every one of those players and manager too. Despite all the shit I've talked about him. And we all have here too as well, in fairness. If you have any questions, just shout them in at me. I don't have my own channel, so I'm not used to the old stream and things. Where are we? Yeah, but and then in a week's time we have the Champions League final as well, which is absolutely fucking mental. Don't even know how to feel about that, man. I don't have it in me to get nervous just yet. What's Pepsi saying? I'm gonna get the Sega yellow. Sorry, I'm reading off my phone here. I'm gonna get the Sega yellow away retro shirt 2000. Lovely, mate. Lovely. Where are you gonna get it from, Pepsi? Are you gonna get it from a reseller or a reissue or what? Vinted actually has some mad. I don't know if you have that in the UK now. We have it in Ireland, but they actually have some really interesting kits on there, and you can haggle people down and stuff like that, which is actually class. That's it. What you do?
Didn't break, did it?
All right.
So it's a cheap one. It got battered. So.
Oh yeah. So I'm on the wine, mate. I don't have them problems. Simple cork is proper handy,
Right, so if you win the Bundesliga, ergo Bayern Munich, you get 76 million euros, which is 66 million pound. I mean, that's better, isn't it? Is that the 97.99 away kit card? I think you probably already answered this, to be honest.
We were chatting, I chatted to Pepsi, yeah.
And the guy you have on with you, he'll fall. Bro, I don't know who you are, yeah, but you don't come on here dissing my guest, bro.
Oh, it's cool. We are. I am a fool, mate. I agree with him. We're totally fools.
Sort your fucking head out, mate, and show some fucking respect.
He's all good, mate. He's all good. He's contributing to the algorithm and all that. I'm happy with it. It's all good. We just chat. Yeah. Just chatting to Pepsi thereafter, asking him where is he getting those retro kits from. I got my one from Vinted, actually. I was reselling it. It was actually fucking. You can get some mad good kits on that. I don't know. Do you have that in the UK? An app called Vinted. People resell shit. They sell absolutely fucking anything.
Yeah, you've
Huh?
got things like eBay and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind.
You've got
It's kind of like
Gumtree, I
eBay.
think it is, or whatever.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, but it's a little bit kind of more easier to use. It's very instantaneous. Selling. There's no like awkward bidding back and forth. I tried to use eBay once and I found it a bit difficult, to be honest with you. But yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Right, we've got rid of that fool. I'm sorry, I'm not having disrespect to my guests. I don't give a flying
Don't worry
fuck who
about
you are,
it.
mate.
Don't worry about it, brother. Jesus
Nah,
Christ,
I'm
you
not.
mad?
No, I don't. I don't have that shit. I'm gonna get the Sega Yellow Away Retro Kit 99
Mm.
2000, and my fave is the 91 93 Banana Away Kit. That's what I thought it was, to be honest.
No,
And
I wish.
hey, Beast, this is a chill stream, bud. Yeah, don't worry, he's chilling now, out of the way.
Yeah, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't be stressed about it, mate. Don't be stressed. It's all
I
good.
don't, mate. There's a rule in this channel, and I just
But I
I
also
don't
asked
care.
him what I also asked him what did you disagree about, and he didn't answer. He
Exactly.
just said, "Are
Yeah.
you from London? Am I London born or something?" I mean, obviously not with my fucking scumbag Ireland accent, like you fucking dickhead, like you know what I mean. So it's all good. It's the internet, mate. It's full of people that are just
Oh, I know,
dickheads.
I know, I know. It's full of people, but it won't be full of the
Don't.
people that I don't want.
Of course not. I know, but don't let it worry you. Don't let it worry you, mate. It's all good.
Oh, well, it's
It's
dealt
all
with
good.
now, mate. It's dealt with.
Mm.
I
Anyway,
just I
moving
won't
on.
have any of that. So
No
yeah, but I
respect.
mean, like I say, I mean, if you can get a mic and a camera,
Mm.
then you're more than welcome on here. Because you're going to be staying in the Prem and you're going to be in Europe as well. So yeah, we can always do that. It's no problem in that
Yeah, man.
respect.
If
But
that's your if that's your first time in the cave, mate, welcome in. By the way,
yeah,
proper
absolutely. Yeah,
good,
I've
good
seen
facts in
the
there.
name before. I think I've seen it
Yeah,
in
it looks
comp
familiar.
stream.
Yeah, it looks familiar. All right, but no, fair play to him. Good facts
Hmm.
in the chat there tonight.
Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. Absolutely. And when it comes down to like what I mean, look, I'm not being funny, right? But if you look at us, um, since we've come into the Premier League, we've got three semi-finals in the cups and in Europe. You know, we've
Yeah.
finished like really well. We really looked a dangerous team under Nuno, getting seventh spot. You know,
Yeah.
and then getting into Europe. I didn't understand. I didn't agree with the way that was done. To be honest, I've said that many times. I'm not going to keep saying it, but
Yeah.
I
You
didn't agree
have
with
me.
that.
Yeah, exactly. You said what was right with that in that regard. Yeah.
Mm,
It's not your fault anyway. As a fan, that's what I always say. Like, I hate when, for example, a club wins based on a dodgy decision or something like what you mentioned. And like, people attack fans in chats saying like, "Oh yeah, well you can't celebrate because it was wrong." It's like, yeah, what do you want me to fucking do about it?
mm,
It's happened. Take it up with the refs. Take it up with the officials, man. It's not I can fucking do about it. Do you know what I mean?
no, exactly.
It is what it is, man.
Exactly, and it will continue, and we will continue being a Premier League team. I think the worst thing you can do, to be honest, is get head to head with Spurs for the relegation.
Mm, yeah. we all know who they probably want to stay up, unfortunately.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. I mean, look, I hope West Ham calls it out and actually works it out. To be honest with you, that would be absolutely fantastic if West Ham can
yeah,
actually get it done. But at the same point, you've also got to look at West. You've got to look at the teams as well. There is players at Spurs that are capable of actually just turning it on for that last game.
yeah,
Whereas West Ham, I'm not all that confident in that respect. Bowen's
I
got to
know.
really turn up for that, to
Yeah,
be honest.
yeah.
I collect retro shirts, Bournemouth 89 to 92 seasons, USA 94 shirt, Madrid 2008, Sociedad 2002,
Oh,
Jamaica
class.
1998. Some are worth a pretty penny. Yeah, I can imagine. I only ever sort of wear Forest shirts, to be honest. probably England as well.
But there's serious money in those old shirts, man. Serious fucking,
Oh yeah,
serious fucking money in them old shirts.
absolutely. Big up Stephanie. Hope you well.
Hey, Steph.
All purchased in those years. Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, if you can pick those kind of things up, I mean, I can remember once I ordered a Forest shirt from when we was in the Prem ages ago when we had Stan Collymore. We had that big shield and the
Nice.
red and then the black points down. And I bought one of them and they sent me a fucking Liverpool one by accident.
Oh, no way. Fuck, bro.
I won't have it in the ass. I wouldn't have it in the ass.
No, rightly so. No,
Chucked
no,
it in
you
the
can't.
bin.
No, you can't. You can't have another club shirt in your fucking house.
No.
No, 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 no. Especially from the same league as your team, like same
Well,
country, even fucking country is your team. No
yeah. I
way. No
contacted
way.
him. I said, look, you've sent me the wrong shirt, mate. I'll send this one back. Put it straight back in the packaging and then got it over to the post box before it infected me. And Stephanie and Evening Pepsi. And as for Spurs, their captain has gone AWOL 7,000 miles away in Argentina instead of being at the game on Sunday.
Yeah, I heard that.
Bit weird, isn't it?
Romero.
Bit weird.
Yeah,
There's
very.
obviously something going on there, isn't there?
It seems like a shit show down there, mate. Honestly,
Mm.
you would expect nothing less from those lot anyway. Bunch of fucking retards.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking retards. Even even people I've encountered. I'm not being rude here, but like, even any Spurs fan that I've encountered in spaces like even your channel, where it's a community that like welcomes in sound people regardless of what club you are.
Yeah.
You respect every club, but any Spurs fan that has ever come in here has always not been able to understand that and had to make it cringe, had to be a fucking dickhead in here, and same in other channels as well. So I beg to get relegated, mate. I'd love it. I'd love nothing more, to be honest with you.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. My oldest genuine shirt is a kid's Arsenal at home from 1992 and the season before the Prem started. Nice. I mean, I had a lot of Forest shirts. I had one commemorative one. Don't know what happened to it. And I also
Nice,
had
man.
the white one with the red one with the stars in the inside the material. Don't know what happened to that
Oh,
either.
savage.
That disappeared as well. No idea. Big up to Pain Like Bane as well. And I'll have a pint, please, barmaid. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well, pal.
Big up Adama, mate. Hope you're well, buddy.
But yeah, I mean, it's coming to the end of the Premier League season now, and
Yeah, man.
obviously Arsenal are the champions, and we've got games on Sunday. I'm not sure who's playing who. I might obviously know who we're playing. I know West Ham are playing. I know Spurs are playing. But yeah, I think is it Man United, Brighton, or something like that. I don't know. But they're all on at 4 o'clock. So
Yeah.
which is normally the case anyway. I think to do
It is.
at the end of the season.
It's annoying for us as viewers, but look, it is the way that they usually do it every year. So it's grand. Absolute grand.
Yeah, good to see you both. Yeah, same to you, mate. And what a
Same to you,
season
brother.
up the arse. Yeah, absolutely. And as I've said, like to a lot of other people that's going on about the situation with Arsenal winning the league, well, let's do better next season.
Yep. You didn't win it, we did. You didn't
Exactly.
win it, and we fucking did. That's it.
100%. Palace doing guard of honour for Arsenal, and Howard Wilkinson is the last English manager to win top flight league. Yeah, I remember Howard Wilkinson. And Notts County playoff final on Monday at 3 p.m. Yeah, I'll probably be doing the Hull City and Middlesbrough tomorrow about 3:30.
That Southampton story was so fucking funny, though, man. Like,
mate,
I wish
hide yourself.
at least go in the bushes with your binoculars, mate. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Do something to try.
Well, he's got his phone up, hasn't he? And it's like,
Oh,
what are you doing, mate? I mean, it's
it's
so obvious.
pathetic. It's pathetic. But and you made a good point to me in private about like being discovered about doing things like that makes you wonder what have they done in the past. You know, if that's in your
Mm.
locker, like you could be doing
Yeah,
anything nefarious. You know, it's like when you're caught once lying, you always
yeah,
assume
yeah,
anything that
yeah.
someone says is lying. Then after, you know
Absolutely.
what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So,
100%.
it's mad, man. Absolutely crazy. It's hilarious.
It
Oh,
takes over everything, doesn't it? When you get caught doing things like that. Just
yeah,
like
man.
Arsenal won it over 115 FC. Yeah, and City
Absolutely.
versus Villa is a big one. Oh yeah, City got to play Villa as well, haven't they? And
Mm.
Spygate and Bush took a trial failure. It was fucking crazy, wasn't it? It's great, and the
No,
weird thing is they've actually turned round to him and said that look, we've cheated, we've done it quite a lot of times this season. It's like
yeah.
what? Like, I mean, like
Did they?
Stephanie said the other day, why don't you just send a drone?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You
Did
know?
they actually say that as a rebuttal that we've done it
Hmm.
many times? This. Oh my god.
No, I think what they
Jesus
thought
Christ.
is if we admit to doing it before, they might let us off this time because we're being honest.
Mm.
Now, if they said they did it 4 times, they did it 8 times.
Oh,
They did
yeah,
it
yeah, for
every
sure. Of
time. They
course.
probably
Of
did it
course they did.
against you guys when they knocked you out of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah,
you
because
need to look on the video and see if you've got some pervert in the fucking bushes watching your fucking players. That's what you get, are in semi-pros, yeah. And Saints and Sinners, White Snakes settings, yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. It's mad. It's absolutely crazy because
That's so funny.
and the fans are just going, "Oh, it's not fair. You're always picking on us and all this that." And I mean, to be honest, it's a shame that they've done that because they
Mm.
have got a really good side.
Yeah,
But
I
then
feel for the
again,
fans as well.
have they got
I
a
feel for
really
the
good
fans.
side if they keep doing that?
I mean, I'm sure they still do, but like, I feel for the fans and that shit. Like, how
Mm,
embarrassing that is. Like, you get thrown out of the playoffs because of
yeah.
some lad jerking his dickhead in the bush. Like, what
Well,
are we doing here? Like,
it is.
it's
It is
ridiculous, man.
embarrassing. It is embarrassing when the fans are singing "We spy where we want." Where's Southampton? We spy where
Yeah,
we want. I mean, it's like, well,
yeah,
yeah. How did that go
yeah.
for you?
True.
I mean, just and then you got the captain when they'd knocked Middlesbrough out, running up to him and going like this. I
I
mean,
know.
bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, if he was caught out for that, he'd probably say, "No, I was just doing a Trossard impersonation. I'm sorry, man. I was doing a
Mm,
Leandro Trossard celebration. That's what I was doing."
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's mental, man. It's,
He just,
it's
it's
mental. Funny
honestly,
though.
it's crazy. Just clear
Mm.
our name. We've done it plenty. I think there's probably a lot of teams do it. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
um,
No, for
and
sure, for
it
sure.
does
But
make a difference. I mean, some guy turned around on Facebook and said, "Well, I don't see as it matters because they watch the teams playing week in week out anyway." And I went, "Well, because the tactics are personal to playing you, you dumb twat."
mm,
You know, it's obvious, isn't it? It's not gonna. It's every game. It's always gonna come different against
mm,
who you're actually playing and what they do good and what they do. Well, you only got to look at like the Arsenal corners. They eventually dried out because people got used to what you was actually going to do and where Gabriel was going to go, and eventually they started to be able to defend it, which is the way it goes, which
mm,
is why it needs to change as it goes forward.
mm.
Just to clear our name, we've done it plenty and tarnished their season. Fucking numpties getting caught. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. He left his flasher Mac and his puppies at home. And Fisher Price, my first spy job. Trossard or Tosshard, sorry.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean,
Oh,
it
stop.
like you say. I mean,
That's
the
crazy.
worst part of it is for the fans. But the only thing the
Yeah, of
fans
course,
can
as
blame
always.
is the club. The only people the
Hmm.
fans can blame is the club and the
Hmm.
manager. And apparently
Yeah.
the players are going to sue them now as well.
Jesus Christ, it's insane. It's just fucking insane. Just use your
Yeah.
intuition, lads. You know, no need for spying. Do what you're supposed to be paid for. You know,
Well, I
just
mean, the whole
predict their
point of
tactics
being a
and
man,
counter it. You
yeah,
know.
The whole point of a
Yeah.
manager is seeing how a team's going to play and then getting to half time and going, right, he keeps going down that side and there's a lot of space down that side. So I've got to change the situation. Or just do it on the fly of standing there watching the game and seeing where the gaps are. That's the whole
Yeah, yeah.
point of football, not just going. I mean, I know it's a playoff and all that kind of stuff, but that's not the
Doesn't
point. They've
matter
been
though.
doing it in the
No.
league.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mad. It's
That's the reason
madness.
we. That's the reason we went out with the FA Cup. That's the reason we went out with the FA Cup. I'm convinced of it, mate. He spied and he seen that Arteta was going to do his predictable tactics that he does every single game,
I
regardless.
think,
But still,
yeah,
they spied. You know,
I
they
think
done us in.
what they did is they went and spied and went, right, Arsenal's going to try and send us to sleep with their tactics. So basically, what we're going to do is like get about them. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did they spy on Arsenal before the semi? Says Pain like Bane. I won't be surprised for fuck's sake, like the league ain't bent enough. Mate, you know what? And I said it on that video the other day. What fans don't realise, we can all have a chat, we can all have a laugh about it and all this, that, and the other. But football is going away from us all the time at the minute.
Yep, correct.
And it's all going towards the money. You know, you look at the FFP thing, yeah? You're telling me most teams that's got a billionaire owner and all. I mean, I don't think you have to worry about Man United because Glasner ain't going to put his hand in his pocket for an extra 5 players, is he? You know, so you ain't got to worry about them. But there's going to be teams that's just going to sign as many players as they can and then just chuck 500 grand to the fucking Premier League or 3 million. I mean, 3 million to them is like pocket change, isn't it? It's just
Literally.
wrong
Yeah.
because
Yep.
it's making that gap again. And to me, at the minute, right, apart from the officiating, the Premier League's perfect. Apart from the officiating, the Premier League's perfect because you're getting teams come up, fight Sunderland, Leeds. You're getting teams come up who fight to stay up and deserve to actually stay in the league. So it's perfect in that respect, and you're getting teams that actually are fighting against the big teams as well, and giving them that little bit more and making them think a little bit more about what they're going to do to beat them. So I think it's perfect in that respect. It's just the officiating. The officiating lets it down big stuff. And now you've
No, it
got this
does. Yeah.
FFP now. That's just broadened the gap.
Mm. Yeah,
I
no,
hope they
totally,
don't
mate.
agree with it. To be honest, I really do hope they
Yeah.
don't agree with it. Don't need a spy to know Arsenal will play ball. If it wins leagues, I suppose. It is bent, and I just want Spurs to get caught spying on Everton, so Hammers stay up. Yeah, that'd be a good one, wouldn't it? I think, hey,
Yeah.
why don't we all go down with like a fucking with a flasher jacket on and like stand in the Everton side with his binoculars or with his phones up or whatever, and then they get Spurs for spying with a Spurs. Well, not a jacket,
Yeah,
but you know.
just send a load of chickens. Just send a load of chickens into their training ground. They'll know what to assume.
But boring can win the league. Just ask Chelsea. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can win the league like that. But yeah, sport isn't
Absolutely.
used properly. Full stop. No, it's not.
Nope,
It's not.
it isn't.
No.
I've been saying it since its inception, Steph. I've been saying it then because I've seen how well it works in rugby and how it works in football. It should work equally as good, and it just doesn't. You know, because there's incompetency from the backroom staff versus the refs. It's just a shit show from top end. And yet, you made the point that the same people who are operating the cameras are refs that failed in previous years before
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
demoted to the
exactly.
fucking cameras.
Yeah.
It should be the best of the best behind the cameras, and then the second best should be the refs. And any mistake that they make should be corrected. And that's it.
Still
But
all
no,
mates,
no,
aren't they? Still all mates.
of course.
Still all
So
workmates.
just how it works in every other aspect of life, mate. You know, people look out for their own circles and keep themselves in high paying jobs. It's ridiculous.
Although I
Yeah,
had to,
no,
I had
but
to laugh the other day on that thing I saw on Facebook. You know, Mike Dean. Mike Dean says this is absolutely atrocious refereeing, and I was like, you know, you're one to talk.
literally.
As soon as it became where the referees got paid and actually was on a contract and stuff, that
Mm.
man wanted to be the centre of attention in every single game.
Always,
You
every
all want to
single
talk,
fucking
mate.
game. Yeah, yeah. He should have
Flashy
went to drama
jackets
school, not been
roll.
a ref.
Yeah, exactly. No. And clear and obvious is a bollocks phrase to cover their incompetent arses. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah,
And the
facts.
thing is, it's like as Cole said the other day when I was pissed about the Man United decision. It's not on the fans, and it's always us that argue. You notice that?
Yeah,
It's
always.
always us
Yep.
that fall out. Oh, yes, it was a foul.
Yeah.
No, it weren't a fucking foul. And, and it's always us that fall out. And they just walk away and go, oh, we apologise. We was absolutely fucking retarded the other day.
Yep. That's exactly what they want. It's almost it's a mirror image of what happens in government and society as well, isn't it? Like they fuck up, they put out things that polarize people. The people fight each other. The government continues to do what they do. Same thing
Yeah.
in a small little version of that in football. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Super frustrating.
Absolutely.
It just shows aim up, not level. Always aim higher with your punches. Don't aim center square with your eyesight.
The thing
aim
is,
higher.
you sort of like start looking at people like I was watching the goal reactions and I was seeing who said it was okay on what Mbermo did and all that lot. And there was a few of them, not all of them, that was like, that can't be a goal. Surely that can't be a goal. He stopped it with his arm. And he did, let's face it. But, it could have gone through to Cunha. He could have scored. Fair enough. I ain't got no problem with that. But it's like, I always sort of watch to see who's about football and who's about your team. Because, as you know, if my player dives in the box and we get a penalty, I will still turn around and go, fuck me, he threw himself to the floor. I don't like that. I don't like it. Can't stand it. I like to see proper shit. Will I take it? Of course I will. Because it's down to them to say that it's not right.
I forgive it on match day, like in a watch along or something like that when the match is live. A person in the chat said immediately just backing their team and being hyped and all that sort of stuff. But it's in retrospect is when you need to really make the right decision in terms of like, what was it really a pen or was it really not? Was it a foul? Was it not? In the moment, it's almost like some people watch a game. This is why sometimes I have to avoid watch songs when it's Arsenal playing because I'm too into the game that I don't have logic.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get
fuck
it.
I'm like fuck all them. It was a fucking foul, whatever. It's a red card. Fuck you and all that sort of stuff. But then obviously the dust settles and then you can have your clear head. So I give people a little bit of a pass if it's in the moment, but afterwards you have to be real with it, man. You just have to be,
I think, like you say, in the moment. It is like, oh, you cheating bastard. I mean,
exactly.
It is in the moment. If you sort of like look at, as I did the other day, what was it? The Brian Johnson pull on the shirt, and I said to Jack, but he's thrown himself to the floor again like he always did. But when Jack showed me that video, which I couldn't see that point of it because I won't make the call right away because I can't tell. I can't tell whether it's my eyes at this age or whatever, but I just can't tell, and I can't tell an offside. I don't, because it will go one way or the other. There's just no way you can actually tell whether it's going to be a goal or whether they're going to call it off for somebody fucking, slapping someone in the head about 10 minutes ago. You never know, and that's the worst thing, because back in the day when you watch football, you could call it big time. That's offside, it was obvious that's a yellow card, this is that. You can't do that now. It's impossible.
And the worst thing is, since they've introduced VAR, they've actually made the rules even more scrutinous, i.e. mainly with offsides, but yet no one's competent enough to call it with those fine margins. So they've made it quadruply more fucked than it ever was. Back in the day, even offsides used to have to be clear and obvious.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, if their fingernail isn't trimmed enough, they're deemed offside. Like, it's ridiculous, man.
It's pathetic, man. Because
it needs an overhaul. Major overhaul is needed, man.
the
Massive
sport
overalls.
was always supposed to be a family sport where you could go and watch it and just enjoy it, and then
Yep.
somebody'd like explain, but the offside was obvious anyway. You could kind of see it at that time,
Yeah. Yep.
and that's how
Of
it was
course.
always supposed to be. It's supposed to be a family sport that everybody can just go and enjoy. And now it gets so technical. Oh well, if it, I mean, if the ball right is over the line but still touching the line, it's not out.
Yeah.
If more of the ball's out of the line, it's fucking out.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just
Should
making
be.
things more difficult for the sake of it. The
Hmm.
inconsistency is shocking. Just make a rule and implement it properly. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, but as I've said before, and as I speak to Jack a lot of it's I think personally is to do with the betting. To be honest, I almost fell over in the pub when that goal was given. We haven't got much this season from refs and VAR. Yeah, but I'm not going to go into it. But I understand because it was a crazy one to give. To be quite honest with you, breaking news: Yeti needs binoculars. You know what? It's more to the point. I mean, I do, but it's more to the point that I don't know how it's going to be called. Whereas
The
back in the day,
commentators
I
don't
did.
even. The commentators don't even know.
No,
Commentators
no.
commentators are watching the lining up of players and they're guessing. They're going, well, it could be. I'm
Mm,
not sure. There's a line going to that lad's
yeah,
bootlace, so he
yeah.
may be offside. And then they, oh yeah, it's called off. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Do you know the worst thing that they've done to football, right? Is
Mm.
make it where you don't want to celebrate until VAR clears it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because when you go
Yeah.
to a football match, that
Hmm.
is what it's all about.
It's what gets
Celebrating
you
that
hooked.
goal and going fucking
Exactly.
crazy. You can't
Yeah,
be in a
totally.
position where I mean, I see it on the goal reactions. Oh, I think it's in. Oh, it might get called off though. But it's in, but it might get called up. No, it didn't get called in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
nah. Sorry. Don't take that away
Whenever
from football.
whenever I see a goal now, I don't even, I don't celebrate initially. I'm just waiting for a split second. You're looking at the linesman, you're looking for the ref, and it takes away. Yeah, it's a very good point. It completely takes it away. That initial
You
fucking
can't take that.
what
Sorry.
draws you in. Yeah, and they have. And they fucking have.
The whole point of paying your money and going over the turnstiles is to
Mhm.
watch your team score goals and celebrate it and fucking feel good when they score a goal. You cannot take that away. I'm sorry, you cannot take that
Mhm.
away. I will still celebrate. I mean, well, the one where Endoy scored and I was
Yeah,
off camera and I was going, yeah, you fucker, come on, get in. And then I just stopped
yeah,
and I was just like, because I
yeah.
saw, that was because I saw, wait a minute, that might be offside. But if I was in the ground, I'm celebrating like fuck. And, if
Literally.
anyone turns around and goes, oh, it's not a goal and all that kind of stuff, it's like, well,
Hmm.
bollocks, and punch him in the face.
No, literally,
Well, no,
literally.
not do that. But
PG channel, mate. Mm.
PG channel. Hey, I'm here to apologise to absolutely fucking.
Exactly.
The live
Oh
group for
man.
Liverpool game versus Fulham was insane. Yeah, I can't. You know what? You look at like a load of things that happened. I can't remember a lot of it, but there was a lot of times I did actually look at and just think, well, where is this game going?
Yeah. No,
You
literally,
know?
mate. It's as I say, it's every odd game now at this stage. That's the thing.
Mm,
It's every odd fucking game. There's terrible refereeing decisions. There's terrible VAR calls. There's
yeah,
inconsistencies with VAR calls. It's just mad. And this
yeah.
it needs to be sorted. If you're going to go down the route of video assistance, you need to get it nailed on and have a clear thing that both
It's
referees
got to be
and
corruption, though.
video assistant refs can stick to make it easy. So
Mm,
therefore, like you just said, mate, there's something else nefarious probably in the background.
bro,
Something else is not. Yeah,
it's
it's
got to
corrupt.
be
They probably.
corruption. It's got to be
Of
corruption.
course it
When
is.
you can
Of course,
clearly
it has to be.
see what
Yeah.
happens and it still gets called off, even though you've got video evidence, that has got to be corruption. I don't think they thought this through that well because it's so obvious to see. But the thing is, nobody does anything about it. This time,
No.
the time it takes as well is way too. Oh, it's ridiculous! It's ridiculous. And I'll
Oh,
tell you another thing that grates my gears as well. And I think it's time the teams actually had an issue with it when they don't call an offside straight away when they see it's offside, and they let a player run for the ball when it's offside
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
No, it's ridiculous, man.
What's the
Absolutely
linesman there
ridiculous.
for then? You know?
Just a body, mate.
100%. The game has gone. We have said it all season. Only goal line technology works. I don't think they could fuck that up though, could they really?
Give it another year, mate. You don't know. You'd be
Oh yeah,
surprised, bro.
I've just made him a challenge, but yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they
I'll be
probably
back in
will,
a
man.
set, mate.
No worries, mate. No worries at all. Get the chat up and have another chat with you guys. I'll just read out some comments. The game is gone. We have said all season. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Steph. It's mad. It almost seemed like, yeah, it was saying it almost seems like it was on purpose, you know. Like I personally just don't understand how if you have a team of people with cameras with every angle under the sun can still make bad decisions and also almost implement different rules with every call leading to the penultimate referee's decision at the end of it. It's just doomed to fail from the get go. Yeah. Anyway, guys, given that the season is almost over, what's your plans for the summer? Anything nice lined up? Holidays planned? Did you drink a few shandies the other night, Carl? Do you know, actually, Steph, I had no drinks in the house because I just didn't prepare. You know, I just didn't expect fucking Bournemouth to actually get results against City, so I was just sitting here completely sober celebrating. So, in a way, it was probably better because I actually remembered it for once. So no complaints, but yeah, making up for it now, maybe. You guys have any plans during the summer, Renton? Given the season's over soon, are you going to be locked into the World Cup? Do you have interest in the World Cup? What's the crack? Me personally, I'm kind of a little bit out of international football. I'm not really massive onto it until the knockout stages. I'll be honest with you. So it's not my biggest thing, but apparently 1 million.
Did you
One
drink a
mil.
few shandies the
Oh,
other night, Cole? He didn't have any beer. He didn't have any
yeah.
beer in the ass.
I just answered her. Yeah, I know it's mad. That's mad. I didn't expect it. Honestly, I really didn't. I absolutely didn't expect us to win the league on that day. If we were going to win it, I thought it would come down to the last
Mm,
day. I really, really did. I just didn't think. I didn't think it was a possibility at all that City would drop points, given the way they end. You know, the seasons. They always finish so fucking strong, and they have been in fairness. But they are
who
double
was
winners in
it?
fairness.
Who was it said the other day? Is that it? Is that how it goes? I think it was Sai. Yeah,
Is that
not
how
Sai
what
as
do you
in
mean?
the Bournemouth fan. No,
Yeah, but
the
what do you
guy
mean?
that was in the chat. His name's Sai, and he was saying, "Is
Yeah,
that it? Is that how it feels then when you win the league?"
I
And
don't
I
know.
was
I wasn't
like,
there, man. I don't know.
"It's fucking immense.
Yeah,
It's an amazing.
if he
It's an
did,
amazing thing to do."
if he did say that, maybe it's probably alluding to the fact that it was semi anticlimactic in the sense that it was like,
Mm,
you know what I mean? It was against City that probably no one really prepared
yeah,
for.
it
Only a few
wasn't.
people were even live,
Yeah, yeah.
and it wasn't at your own hands in a way. So maybe,
Mm.
maybe that's what he meant. You know, I give the benefit of the doubt there. Because like
It'd be
even me, I
nice to go on.
no, it's to your point. I was just saying that when you play the game and win the game that secures the points to win the league, that's it. It's like yeah, you're part of it. That's
Mm,
it. The feeling is all mutual. You see the players going crazy. You see the manager, the fans going crazy, and all
mm.
that. But it was a bit different with when City drop points, but No
I
complaints, by
think
the way.
I
No
think it's
complaints.
like, it's not always gonna go like this. I would have liked to have seen it gone to the last day. I know you wouldn't. I get that, but I mean, I'm talking from a neutral perspective
Of course, I
because
totally get
to
it. Yeah.
push and really go for it, and Palace be major
Mm.
league on that game, and you're pushing fucking like crazy just to get that goal to win it, and then Manchester City score, and then you're trying to get back, then you score, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden you
yeah.
manage to get, that I think that would have come across, and I don't think it's just you either. Well, not you. I mean him. I meant.
No, no, I know
Um,
what you mean. I know what you mean. Well, I said the
I,
same thing, to be fair. I said the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah, yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I did say it. I did say it, yeah.
I think if it was like a game against you and City for the final
Ah,
game of the season, and you
yeah,
managed to
yeah,
win
yeah.
it, and you pick the trophy up afterwards and all that kind of
It would
stuff,
have been
you've
epic.
got the
It would have been
trophy
epic, yeah.
regardless. But I think
Of
that
course,
would
yeah,
have
yeah.
been like a fucking epic moment to stand in
It would have
front
get
of Haaland and say, "Stay
yeah,
humble,
yeah, yeah,
mate."
yeah. It would have gave the cup final feeling. Do you know,
Mm,
that's why I love a cup final, for example, because no matter what happens, it's one game versus another team. And
yeah,
whoever
yeah,
fucking wins it hoists it and everyone knows what's happening, you know. So I think
yeah,
that's it. But like still, no
absolutely.
complaints by the way, yeah? No
Oh no, no,
complaints on
no,
my
no, no,
end.
no.
No complaints.
I
But
think it's more like a complaint from sort of my side being a neutral, but then again, it's not
mm,
about me. So
no, I get
at
it.
the end of the day, you won the league. So I'd have liked to have seen
Yeah.
it be like right to the end, right to. But then again, whatever. It don't matter what I want. Apparently, 1 million Arsenal fans are turning up next Sunday for parade. I wouldn't be surprised. There was a lot in London the other day, actually. I think
Yeah,
that's when
huge.
it's really gonna set in.
Yeah.
When who's your captain? Odegaard. Well, yeah,
Odegaard,
whatever.
yeah.
But well,
Yeah,
when the proper captain Rice grabs, you know what I'd do personally if Odegaard went up, grabbed the trophy, lifted it up.
yeah.
I won't do anything. As soon as Rice grabs it and lifts it up, I go, but I
But you
mean,
make a good
that's
point. That's what I was saying to you earlier. Is like you need to see the the theatrics of it. The fact that your
mm,
team is lifting the fucking trophy, the fucking confetti going into the air, everyone going crazy. You need to see a bit of that, for it to
mm.
really sink in. Because for me right now, it feels almost like a fever dream. It's like I know it's true, but
Yeah,
I
that's what I
haven't.
mean.
I have.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I
that's what I
totally agree.
mean.
I'm on the same board as you, mate. I'm
Mm,
totally on the same board. So that's
yeah,
why I am. Even though I know the outcome, I'm looking forward to Sunday because of that. I can't wait. I can't
mm.
wait to watch them hold that trophy, man. I can't wait for it.
It's like
Fucking
it's
class.
like when you win the cup. When you win a cup,
Exactly.
it's
Oh, it's
like
the
at the
best
end of
feeling
the
ever.
game, you're lifting the cup and you're like, yeah,
Mm.
fucking hell.
Oh,
And I think that's going
stop,
to
bro.
be the big thing. I mean, there'll still be a lot of
Yeah.
people having drama with everybody instead of celebrating what they enjoy, but, that's always going to be a thing, in it, I suppose. Bit
Well, yeah.
exaggerated, and international football isn't my cup of tea, but I will follow United players' fortunes for their respective countries. Yeah. Well, Kobe
Fair,
Minu's
fair.
got in, any. Do you think Anderson
Mm,
should have got in, Stephanie? I think Mon Gibbs White deserved to be in there, to be honest.
mm,
I get that he's got experience, but he's got experience with teams that's fucking lost it. So,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yorkshire is my cup of tea.
And not
Absolutely.
to
I'm
mention,
winning
he is not. He
any.
is. Sorry, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, mate, winning any trophy is big, but winning PL or UCL in same season is immense. Arsenal could join the proper double club next Saturday. Only Liverpool, United, and Chiti have done that in English clubs. Yeah,
Mm,
absolutely.
no, it's massive. It's absolutely massive. No, I was just saying earlier that not to mention like Jordan Henderson's knees are non-existent. It's almost like you have his left knee is Cain Velasquez's knee and his right
Mm,
knee is Tony Ferguson's. Like it's like he can't the chap can barely run. Like
mm.
what's he going to offer? Yeah, he's experienced, but like employ him as a backroom staff
We've
needs to
got to
be.
move on,
Yeah, 100%.
you know?
Like you're experienced in nothing in terms of international. And as I said to you before, hunger beats experience without success
Yeah,
every single fucking
absolutely.
day of the week. In my
So,
opinion, listen, I ain't paid 20 million a year or whatever the fuck Tuchel is being paid, but
hmm.
still, I do watch this sport, so I don't know.
I mean, look, a
It's a
lot of the
weird one.
players he's picked, I get. I mean, I 100% get
Yeah,
Harry Kane. I get Ivan
totally.
Toney, even though I don't know what he's done. Marcus
Mm.
Rashford, I think he's done well at Barcelona and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
we
he has
also
in
had a
fairness.
lot of players in our league that have done really
Yeah.
well as well. And it's all
Yeah.
about England. It's not about players playing in Spain and all that. But then again, you'd have to shut out Harry Kane, and you can never kind of shut out Harry Kane in that respect.
Mhm.
So, but
No,
I
of
do
course,
think
yeah.
Gibbs White should have got a look in over Henderson. Let's get rid of this Henderson thing. What is he?
Yeah,
Fucking 78 or
42.
whatever.
Yeah, 43
42.
or some shit. I don't fucking know. All I know is his knees don't work anymore. That's all I can tell you.
Mm.
You can't run. The chap can't run anymore.
No,
He can't run.
I don't see the point in just. I mean, I
Yeah.
think everything else is done. I like it. I like it.
Of
Livramento,
course.
all that. I think Livramento has
Yeah.
been really good this season. I think everything else he's done been perfect. Dean Anderson,
I
Pickford,
think
you know.
the other controversy was that he didn't bring Lewis Hall. Is that correct, or is that just another bullshit article that I read? Lewis Hall,
I've
people
heard
were.
that there is like a bit of
Yeah,
criticism on that, to be honest. But
yeah. I haven't watched enough of him to be fair, Lewis Hall, to know. I know people are hyping him up a great degree, but again,
hmm.
I haven't seen it with my own eyes, so I can't really comment.
He's a decent player. He's a dirty little fucker at times, but
Yeah, he
he is
is.
actually a decent player.
Yeah, he is
You know.
indeed. Yeah.
So I
Mm.
mean, Anderson to me had to be there anyway. 100%. And
Oh,
Declan Rice had to
if
be there.
of course, if Anderson didn't make it outside of the
Mm,
obvious of Declan Rice, that would have been a shit show. So I
yeah,
think in fairness, Anderson and Rice partnership in midfield would be is going to be something interesting to watch. I tell you
I'm
that.
looking forward to seeing that. To be honest,
100%. Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to seeing that because I think those
yeah,
two would make an absolute dynamic midfield. I really do.
yeah,
And I was
yeah.
saying to you earlier, like I was on that Championship Manager 93, 94, and if you've
Oh
got
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
kind of age, you'll understand like what I'm gonna say at the minute. You've got like nowadays, you spend 100 million and you can get Declan Rice. Back then, Dennis Bergkamp is like 5 million on that game. Yeah, Vieira's 5 million on that game. Henri's
Yeah,
five
yeah.
million on that game. There's no big like values or anything. Tony Adams is 5 mil.
Mhm.
Roy Keane is 5 mil. I mean, honestly, it's
Yeah, man.
crazy. Think what you can
Inflation
get
is
for
a hell of a
100 mil.
drug, bro.
Mm,
Inflation
yeah.
is a hell of a drug, brother. Yeah, it's mad. I'll be
To be
back in two
fair,
seconds, mate.
we did start it. To be fair, with the
Yeah,
signing of Trevor Francis for 1 million. So I mean, we did
yeah, yeah,
actually start it. So.
yeah. Back in 2 seconds, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. And squad of 26 is mad because only max of 18 players usually get game time. You know, I'll be honest with you, Steph. The thing that I have an issue with England is it doesn't matter what manager we have, they always revert to the same thing as if there's somebody up the top that's pulling the strings. You know, we are fantastic at grabbing defeat from victory. We're fantastic at it. And it always seems to be, no matter what manager we've got, they always seem to say play the same way all the time. And that's what annoys me with it. Because you've got someone like Harry Kane. Yeah, why not hit him at certain points or whatever? Henri was 11 million from Juve. Yeah, I mean, mate, it's on this Championship Manager, so obviously they ain't got some of the prices right and all that kind of stuff. Actually, when I looked at Arsenal, Henri wasn't there. It was Petit, it was Platt. Platt was there. Paula was there. Tony Adams was there. Rodriguez was there. I can't remember him, to be honest. But Henry weren't actually there. Bergkamp was there, but Bergkamp for 5 million. Mate, I put a bid in for 5 million, and they said we won't sell him for any less than 6.5. So I'm trying to get 6.5 million now. Fucking Bergkamp, fucking 5 mil. Dennis Bergkamp for 6.5 mil. Cantona for 5 million. What the hell? I just don't see it with Bellingham. He's living off past performances. Facts, he plays for Madrid. I've never really took to him in that respect, Bellingham. I think he's a bit of a Morley bastard, where he's been playing and stuff like that. Me personally, I'd like to see. I mean, I'm going to be a bit biased here, but I'd like to see sort of Anderson, Declan Rice, and Morgan Gibbs White in the 10, or a beach, or Eze, to be honest.
Mhm.
That's what I'd like to see. But you know, Bellingham always gets a call up and stuff like that. I don't rate him all that much, to be honest.
No, me neither. He looked decent at Dortmund, but I know a lot of Madristas are not a fan of him at all. Now,
Hmm.
again, I don't know if that's from different reasons outside of his ability or not, but they're not happy with him. I tell you that.
No, I just think the most
Mm.
I see of him is moaning.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah.
You know, that's
But you don't want
my
that, mate.
take on it. No.
You don't want that, man. I don't know, like regardless of what you're being paid every week, just go out there and put your head down and fucking bleed for the badge. It's a very simple metric that if everyone
Hmm.
followed with your talent and ability and physical shape that you're in professionally, just you'll get something done.
Yeah, yeah,
But people
yeah,
fall to the sword of their egos, mate. Always.
yeah. And Morgan Rogers is classed as a midfielder. Yeah, I mean, I'd say possibly a winger or a 10, maybe, but yeah, I don't. He's not like the proper like midfielders they've got there. He's Mainu, Anderson, and Declan Rice.
Uh,
I can't remember who the other one was, to be honest, but they are pretty much. Well, it was Henderson, weren't it? But I mean, that guy's just gonna stand there. Well, I mean, basically, all we've got to do is roll a fucking wheelchair on and put him in the middle of the field and hope he can get to the ball when it comes towards him. I suppose.
yeah, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's experience, mate. Experience.
Experience that never won us anything.
Exactly.
Makes no
Mhm.
fucking sense, does it? It absolutely makes no fucking sense. But let's have a look on the midfield. So you got, I think Declan Rice, Anderson, perfect. Jude Bellingham again. Yeah, I have my concepts on that. Morgan Rogers as a midfielder. That's not his position at all, apart from maybe in a bit more of an attacking role. I mean, I'd rather have Morgan Rogers as the 10 than Bellingham.
Yeah, I'd rather have Morgan Gibbs Rogers at 10, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I
yeah,
mean,
you see, yeah.
how many forwards has he taken? Though? I mean, I know you've got like the three. Obviously, he's going to go 3-1 scenario. But there's only, I mean, Harry Kane will play forward, centre. Ivan Toney will play centre. Ollie Watkins will play centre. Saka
Mm.
and Madueke will play on the right hand side, possibly the left.
Mm.
Rashford will play more centre. Gordon's going to be on the wings, and Eze, for me, is probably more a 10. I think I'd have Eze as a 10, to be honest. I think he's got a lot to offer.
100. Yeah, I would too. Yeah,
You know?
absolutely, I would too. Yeah. Rashi can play on the left wing. I think he's been featuring there more so for Barcelona
Mm.
this season, I think. But then again, what do I know, mate?
Yeah, I mean, that's what he's
At the
been
end of the day, we'll
featuring,
see.
then fair play. Fair play.
Yeah,
Big
we'll
up
see,
Mr.
though.
Whitesnake. How you doing, mate? Congrats on staying up, man. I'm glad you did. And dropping by to see how you are doing. What a season, Absolutely, mate. And big respect to you guys as well.
Big up,
to
man.
getting yourself sorted and staying in the Premier League. Are you going to give it to West Ham on Sunday, do you reckon? Do you reckon you're going to be on the beach and let West Ham win to drop Spurs? I hope you do, mate. I really hope you do. Big up to Dal as well. How you doing, bro? Oi, oi. And Wharton had a poor season for Palace, just like Foden, Cheaty, and Palmer, Chelsea. I don't think Wharton had a poor season. I think he looks absolute class, to be honest. I think he's decent, to be fair. And yo, Dal, and yo, gotta go, guys. Catch you soon. Yeah, no worries, Stephanie. Is that because I disagreed
Fair
with you?
stuff.
So now you're running away? Nah, I'm only joking.
Nah.
USA winning World Cup. Pepsi, mate. How much does those drugs cost you? Is your manager settled yet, or are you trying to find one? I think we're all right with Vitor. I've heard they might be looking for someone else. I think we should stick with Vitor. To be honest, I think he's done a fantastic job. I was saying to Tom ages ago, we've got the players. We just need the direction. And I think when Vitor came in, he gave that direction. So I think we'll be absolutely fine. Give him a chance anyway, and just see how it goes. We roll over for no one. No, I mean, yeah, I get that. I completely get that, and I do understand that, and I would do the same, to be honest.
Mm. Yeah, you gotta play to win every time, man.
At the end of the day, West Ham's got to deserve it, haven't they?
Yeah, no, totally. And they haven't so far. They need to up their game, man. They have to up their game. There's no feeling sorry for them if they do go down. To be fair, either Spurs or West Ham.
No.
There's no pit. There's no pit in
No.
some of their way.
At the end of the day, then where they are, if they get relegated, it won't be on Sunday's game. It'll be on what they've done in the season.
Yeah, exactly. No, totally.
Simple
Man.
as
Totally.
that, innit? Really.
Yeah.
Simple as
No,
that.
exactly. Yeah. Totally, man. Totally. But yeah, no, it's mad that the
That's
season.
what worries me with Spurs, because I mean they've got Madison back now, and they have got players capable of really turning it on for that last game, and that's what worries me a little bit about West Ham. I don't see it. I don't see it. Somerville, yes, and Hernandez, yes. Suchek to me is a little bit of a problem at times, to be honest. Bowen's 100% got to turn it on.
Yeah.
And maybe Tatty. Tatty's not bad, so I mean he can probably do something. I know owners are fickle, but yours need to grab the family jewels and let the manager do his jobs. Yeah, mate, I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. I think he has got there now, I hope. But the thing is, Mr. Whitesnake, is if it wasn't for that owner, we wouldn't be where we are. You know, yes, he makes stupid decisions, and I won't back his stupid decisions. But at the end of the day, some of his decisions has put us where we are today. So you've also got to take that into account as well.
Yeah, I think it's about keeping a close eye on him, you know. And when if he is to repeat these antics next season, the fan base has to unite and really give it to him. You know, make it so obvious that everything that he does is wrong. If that does happen again, because those tumultuous times at the start of the season could have had you guys relegated. Let's be real.
Oh yeah, 100%, totally.
And it came good. It worked out well. I think it worked out well, not solely down to Vitor himself.
It was
I think
dumb as shit.
It worked out well because you guys had massive quality in your squad, which I've been seeing that from watching you guys these past 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But if it happens again as a fan base, unite and let him know, guys. You have to, because you cannot have that 2 years in a row.
100%. Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some really. I mean, what we're gonna do is next season we're gonna send Marianakis to the training grounds to spy on the opposition, because you'll never see him.
Of course not. No. You never.
Imagine that.
The most incognito member of your entire. over your entire back room. Just hiding behind a little fucking bamboo shoot, mate.
Who's that
It's
fat
hilarious.
bloke over there? Same
Yeah.
with the 49ers, but in reverse, made tough calls in the long term. It's coming good. Yeah, I mean, look, he's made mistakes. He's massively made mistakes. When it comes to his judge of character, I have to question it. I really do. But when it
Mm.
comes down to the things he fights for us, and the fact he kept us in the city ground, which is massive, same as you guys have got in Ellen Road. You don't want to be losing Ellen Road, do you? You know, because that's where your history is. That's everything about Leeds United. Same as City Ground is everything about Nottingham Forest. And when you get an owner that's not interested in taking the big bucks and actually keeping your ground what it
Hmm.
is, that's fucking massive for any fan. And that's what he did. And I won't give him a pass on the stupid things he did, and I'll always call it out, which I have. You know, his argument with Nuno on the pitch, fucking retarded.
Yeah,
Stupid. Leave
yeah,
it,
yeah.
get it sorted in the back. Don't give
Well done.
everybody
Yeah.
everything to talk about and all that kind of stuff. Nuno always had to go because at the end of the day, he came out in a press conference and he put the club or the owner into disrepute. He was never
Mhm.
going through that, mate. He's the kind of owner that, like back in the day when I'd go up to the manager and say, "Manager, I'm not happy about this, that, and the other." He's the kind
Yeah,
of manager, my kind of owner that you'd be worried about doing that because you might be his next fucking meal.
literally. Yeah,
You know,
literally, mate.
so, you know, I mean, look, I have to respect the guy. He loves Forest pieces. He's fucking. I mean, whether he does or whether he don't, but he stands by us,
No,
and
he
that
seems
is
to.
all you can
I
ask
would
for.
think he does. I would think he does. I think he's certainly very invested into it because even despite his wrong decisions, he's very quick to act on rectifying them. I'll
Hmm.
give him that. He's
Yeah,
erratic, but he's erratic for the wrong reasons, but also erratic in the right reasons too. So
yeah, yeah. I mean,
hopefully, hopefully in the long term it works out for you guys.
you name me another owner that would have done what he did with Morgan Gibbs White.
Yeah, no, that's true.
He
Hyper
didn't.
involved. You know.
He didn't just let it go, and it was crazy
Mm.
because when it was happening, everybody on Facebook was saying, "Look, if we're gonna lose Morgan, we want more than fucking 65 million for fuck's sake." And
Yeah, at the
everybody was
time,
saying
especially.
that,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it came out that Marianakis was going to do something about it. Now, whether that was to do with the amount of fans going crazy about it and not being happy about him going for 65 mil, I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It does. It absolutely does.
Hmm.
There's no entity that makes money as a business that does not listen to its consumers to some degree.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
if you
yeah.
guys if you guys in the algorithm of Forest, be it on Facebook, Instagram, X, whatever it may be, had said nothing about that, chances are nothing would have been done about that. And that's
I've
why
never seen so many
it all
comments.
ties back. It all ties back to the same reason why I'm so scrutinous on content creators for our club, spouting out the wrong message and
Hmm.
apologizing for bullshit and apologizing for negligence is because the club listen to this shit, and egotistical maniacs that are CEOs of billion dollar corporations or £1 billion corporations will look for anything to rub their ego the right way. So they'll focus. If they see 60% of the comments are in their favor, that's it. Perfect. Fuck the
Yeah.
40%. That's why, as a fan base, I'm always talking about uniting and making sure the voice is clear. And that's why everyone who is a fan or claims to be a fan of a club needs to understand their club standards, for good or
Hmm.
for bad, and convey the message via online, social media, in the pub, writing articles. It doesn't matter. You have to put
Yeah.
it out there because they do fucking listen, mate. They fucking do, 100%.
Yeah, mate, I totally agree with you. I've never seen so many like
Yeah,
comments. Everybody jumped on it. It was like, look, if we're gonna lose Morgan Gibbs White, then fair enough. Like, let's get a good deal for him, like 100 mil or something like that. Not fucking 60 mil. That was
to
a joke.
Spurs. If if he had actually gone to Spurs, though, yeah, like I would have lost all respect for Morgan Gibbs White, man. I'd be like, what are you doing, bro? What
Yeah,
are you doing?
it
Like
was crazy. I
fucking
mean,
hell.
The thing is
Get
also
the
you've got to look at
fuck out
though,
of here.
was it all like setup as well? Because the way I
Oh,
look at a
sure.
lot of things
Yeah,
nowadays is, was it all setup? Was Morgan Gibbs White
yeah.
always going to stay? Is he going to stay
Mm.
on next season? Is he going to look? Well, I think we all have to understand, and same as Mr. Whitesnake. Let me just read his comment. The owners and
No,
manage
please
need to
do.
be on the same page and have a long-term vision. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is like, what I was going to say now. What I was going to say.
It was about was the Morgan Gibbs White thing, was it pre-arranged already? You were
Mm,
talking about before. Is that what you were talking about? That is what you're talking about, bro.
it was something like that, yeah.
Never mind, bro. What's your favorite food, brother? Why are you gonna eat it the weekend?
Mate, that happens so many times nowadays. I just completely
Man.
forget what I'm talking about.
No, bro. I'm there too. That's why, like, yeah, I just, yeah, no, I
That's
totally get you.
real though,
I totally
mate.
get you.
It's real, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's exactly what
yeah,
this channel is all about. Just
yeah,
being
100%,
real.
man.
So I mean, I'm happy for like what Leeds are doing. I did actually say you guys at the start of the season that you was going to stay up. So I'm actually glad that you have stayed up. The thing you've got now though, staying up and being in the position where you are, like all of us, there's going to be certain players picked off. Maybe Tanaka, who I think's been really good. There's going to be certain players that they'll stack. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, that's the biggest problem of when you stay up. I mean, we've done really well at keeping our players. To be fair,
You have done
we've
very
got
well, in
some
fairness.
absolute
Very
quality,
well.
and when
Mm.
it comes down to a question of who would you sell, there's nobody I'd sell. I love the team that we've got at the moment. Do I think we're going to keep the team we've got at the moment? No, not a chance.
Yeah.
But do I understand the situation? Of course I do. Of course I
Mm.
understand the situation. You lose players, and then you have
Mm.
to bring other players in. Until you get to the Arsenal stage, I'm not talking about winning titles. Until you get to that stage, Manchester City, and you're up at the top of the league all the time, that's the only time when you can turn around to the opposition and go, fuck off, you're not having our players, go and fucking. And it's just a dog eat dog world, isn't
Totally, mate. Well, I
it?
think you've done a decent job at that in the last few years, though.
Mm.
Like, we would have all thought Marilla would have went at least a year or two ago.
Oh,
We would
100%.
have said it. We would
100%.
have said the same thing about Morgan Gibbs White.
Yeah.
Let's see about Anderson this season. Who knows, man? There's a lot of talk about him now, but like the World Cup is a big distractor.
He might.
If some South American kid, takes the center stage of the world and all the Premier League
Mm.
clubs get fucking sidetracked towards him, that could leave Anderson there for another season. Who knows, mate? You just don't
He
know.
might. He
And
might
and
stay,
Cuppy,
but you never know.
what I do respect though is that your club and owners don't bend over like Brighton and Southampton of the
No.
past do,
No.
and just immediately go, "Oh, that's it. Let's cash in, cash in, cash in,"
Mm.
because it's ridiculous. Because then I always had this gripe about Brighton. Yeah, your scouting department is fantastic over the years, but at the same time, what's the point? Because you
Mm.
still end up in just a floating position. If you have a scouting department that is bringing in players of that magnitude and quality, kick on, keep a fucking
Mm.
few of them, kick on and better your club. I don't want Brighton to do better, but if I'm sympathising with fans of Brighton, they would certainly want the same thing. There's no
Yeah.
clout
Yeah.
in being a good. There's no clout in being a good selling club at
No.
all.
No.
And you don't have to sell. You don't have to sell. You don't have to. You don't always
Yeah,
have to.
I think at the same point though, it comes down to whether the players want to go and
No,
want
for
to.
sure,
I mean that to
of
me,
course it
when a
does.
player wants to
But
go, that's it. There's no resolution to that, and that's
but at
why
the
you
same
can
time,
see that Gibbs White
there
didn't
is
want to go.
sometimes though.
Mm.
If you have a hard stance and you're a hard negotiator, like
Mm.
that's why I'm giving you guys credit, for example, because you guys clearly aren't easy to pinch players from.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
that's the case, Murillo would have been gone
Mm.
2 3 years ago. He would have easily been gone if you guys were easy to bargain with, as opposed to the likes of Brighton. Southampton going back maybe 10 years ago, Brighton currently in the last 5. It seems as though if you walk in with the right offer, immediately all the players just fucking leave willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Easy out. That's no good. That is absolutely no good for a club and the fan base. Because I can only understand the fans must be going ballistic at hearing that sort of shit every season. It's tough.
The thing is, the main decision, though, is always with the player.
Yeah, no, of course it is.
Do you know what I mean? So
there is other, but there is. It's true, but there is mitigating factors that make the player's decision harder to make way. Like, for example,
but
sure
it's always going to be his decision, though, isn't it?
To a point.
Player's decision.
To a point. Yeah, to a point, though. To a point.
I mean, unless like the agent's got some kind of like contract on him that if something comes in that's earns me this kind of money, you've got to go. But that then makes the players stupid for signing that thing. But I mean, we all know the players ain't that bright, and that's why they have the agents anyway. But what I was going to say before is, how many owners do you know? Basically, that Morgan Gibbs White situation. How many owners do you know that would have fight tooth and nail? To pull that back?
I don't know any. I don't know any. I don't know any.
Because most of the time that was a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing, and that's why I have a lot of respect for the guy. I wouldn't want to take him to dinner because I mean I'd be fucking broken living in a fucking cardboard box. But
that's probably what. I'm surprised he didn't push for the sale of. I'm surprised he didn't push for the sale of Morgan Gibbs White to fund his dinner meals, mate. Like, Jesus Christ, 60 million. He'd easily run a 60 million euro tab on in a fucking Nottingshire's finest restaurant.
I'll still continue to say though, there's not one team that won't want that guy as their owner. The way he stands up for our club and keeps our club. You know.
Yeah.
They ain't one.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
Mr. White says, I think we are lucky the players we are fully committed to the vision and each other. Yeah, I mean, mate, it's like when the money starts coming in and when the offers start coming in and they've got Champions League. Because let's face it, a player just wants to do the best in his career and get to the best stages, which is why I understand that if any of our players leave, I kind of understand it. I'm not gonna be, the thing that really winds me up, right, is when they leave, and then you're like, well, fair enough, the offer was good and all that lot, but then the next tweet or their next report is like, I went because it was all picking on me. And they try and make it that it's not their fault that they left. I hate that. That really fucks me off. Just be honest. You wanted the money. You went for it. Big up to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
exactly.
Big up to Roy Orbison.
Oh, look at the old school badge. Fucking rasse.
We haven't celebrated together yet, Dal. We haven't celebrated together yet, mate. We apologize to absolutely fucking no one. Yeah, no one. Fucking
100%.
Apologize to no one.
Big up, brother. Love you, man. Love you.
Good to have you on, Dal, and thanks, congratulations, as I've already said before.
We'll be measured after this. Yeah.
We'll be guys. I need a piss.
All right.
I was just going to say, Yeti, we'll be measured after this little outburst. Dal, I said. We probably won't be, but we can attempt to be anyway. How are you feeling?
That's not bad.
Dal, tell me how is you feeling, bro? How are you feeling, brother? How happy are you?
I'm still fucking gassed, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still happy. I don't mind being wrong about Arteta and certain things, but at the end of the day, got it done.
Absolutely. 100%.
Got it done. I mean, I was catching shit in a couple of chats about, oh, you said you wanted him out regardless and blah, blah, blah.
Nope.
And I'm like,
Doesn't
That's
matter.
really not what I said, but I said he has to win something. If he doesn't, then I want him out. But there's no one lined up. And so when reality sets, bro, that we're not talking to anyone, right? There's no one, like, we're not in touch with Luis Enrique in the middle of Arteta's tenure. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Well,
The thing is, though, Dal, yeah, my big issue, right, and this is why I'm very happy why I limit myself to a small amount of channels left in YouTube. And I'll say it straight out: it's obviously Yetis, where you see me very regularly, and it's League Gunners chat, for a very simple reason that when you see some of the dross coming out from other channels, and I'm not trying to make this to be a kind of a dark thing.
Look at these Premier League winning
the amount of channels I'm seeing that are putting out things like, say for example, it was a positive Arsenal Arteta channel before versus a negative one.
Right.
The amount of titles I've seen uploaded from people saying that certain man can't celebrate this, that, and the other. Other channels saying that, yeah, despite Arteta winning the league, I want him gone. My head goes, well, lads, we're after winning a league title for the first time in 22 fucking long years. And the last thing you should be thinking about is clickbaity, drama-driven shit. You should be overcome with joy. All of us should be overcome with joy all that sort of stuff has gone out your head. And I was even saying to Yeti privately that there's a lot of people in the Arsenal community that hate me, that me not having a channel and all that. If I was encountering these people in the moment of winning the league, I would wash all the drama under the bridge with these people and just be like, you know what, we won it, let's have fun, let's big up to you, fuck all that shit, we're fucking champions, and I'll hate you in a week's time if needs be, but let's hope we don't. But the amount of polarizing crap that's coming out is so unnecessary, though. It should be about celebrations. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Pointing fingers at you were wrong back in December. You were wrong in
Before
February.
You say, Dal, can I just cover this? Because this guy's going.
Yeah.
So when we went down, most of the side did a runner due to relegation clauses. Anyway, thank you for having me and allow me to say 9:30 a.m. is things place to be. Big up, Mr. Whitesnake.
Gentlemen.
And I'm glad you guys stayed up. Big up to you, man. Go on, Dal.
Gentlemen.
So Mr. Whitesnake follows who? Spurs?
Leeds.
Leeds. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Big game Sunday.
Mm.
What do they got? Spurs, right?
No, West Ham.
West Ham. Oh, man.
They've got
Who's
West
Spurs
Ham.
have?
Everton's got Spurs.
Oh, that's right.
So Moyes could save West Ham again.
He could. That's right. Oh, the tales we weave. No, man, I'm still excited. I'm just ready. I'm ready for this Champions League final to really just solidify it all.
Mate.
It's unreal. It's just unreal. And the people that are coming for everybody else, this told you so. I hope that makes them feel better about themselves. I just hope it makes them feel better about themselves because I don't
It's
participate.
pathetic, isn't it?
Right. I mean, I did say I wanted them out even if we won it. I know, but I was frustrated at the time because we drew with you guys, we drew with Wolves when we got the lead, we drew with Sunderland when we had the lead, we drew at home to Brentford, on a massive 3 points that we needed. And so it's like, and of course my opinions sway with the wind like a lot of other people's. I don't mind that, but I've also been that he needs to win something, and I have standards. I've been following this club for 27 years. I mean, I just want trophies, regardless at the end of the day who the manager is. Managers come and go, bro.
Yeah, spot on. Absolutely fucking spot on.
I rarely fully agree with someone with that, but I totally agree with you there, my brother. Totally agree.
Absolutely
well said.
Spot on.
Well said, mate.
Absolutely perfect there. I mean, the thing is, it's like if Forest managed to say last season when we was doing really well and was really going for it, and I even put a bet on that we was going to win the Prem because, I had that joy that hey, we might actually do this. If we did it, I'd be crying on stream, bro. I'd be out the way for a long time. I wouldn't even be putting streams out doing anything. I'd be in tears, bro, because we ain't never won the Premier League. you know. And
Of course,
I certainly wouldn't be thinking about people having a go at me.
Yeah, there's people.
Drama.
There's people. There's people in our fan base that have never seen the League One in their lifetime, and their first instinct is to put out drama baity, clickbaity videos. It just shows me that's the litmus test. You are not a fan of this club, but you are not a fan of this club. I'm sorry. Yeah. Stop making content about my club. I want our club to strike copyright on every single one of their fucking videos going forward. Because how dare you? We should be all celebrating.
It's not what they're about, mate. I mean, first time in 22
it's
years.
Money, mate.
I mean,
it's money.
if we won the UCL for the first time in, 1979 to 80. I mean, I don't do maths, so that's a long time. But if we did that, bro, I'm crying on the stream and shit like that.
Of course you will be.
I'm fucking proper going for it. I'm not looking at like anybody having a go at me or looking for drama or anything like that. It just makes it a little bit disingenuous what you're doing, to be honest.
Agreed.
Dad, I've spoken for 2.5 hours, so mate, you take the floor, please, mate.
Oh shit! I've been working most of the day and playing a little Call of Duty. Nice one. I kind of just run out of things to say. I got a show to do with Don C in about an hour, so I'm sure I'll have some questions and answers there too. But what I was really excited to see was all the people at the Emirates. Like, their place was packed. It looked wild. I would have given anything to be there. And it's nice to see the fan base sort of like come together and not be so fractured, right?
Yep.
And then then yesterday at lunch, I'm having my Subway and looking on my phone, and lo and behold, it's Egal on Tony Claude's show, and I'm just like, oh God, and he's out there saying that people like us need to apologize, like, are you kidding me? Like, you're just so fucking brilliant or something. Like, I couldn't watch it, bro, for more than like 5 or 10 minutes because it was just this I told you so bullshit. I'm over it, man. I'm just ready for the fan base to be united and just let's go for it.
We have no excuse not to be united now. We've won the league. That's it. Let's all go. It's what we all wanted it. But in fairness, like, a certain man shouldn't have had him on the channel. They shouldn't have had him on the channel. That's it. Like, he should have never. He should have never been welcomed in. Listen, I'm not. Look, please tell me to stop talking if I'm bringing it into a drama thing.
No, I don't.
It's your channel. It's your channel. It's not mine. So respect and all that. But
I apologize for absolutely fucking nothing. So you say whatever you need to say.
I'll say it respectfully, but since day one, when that certain individual was brought into the fray of our. When I say our, I mean the critical Arsenal channels. I was against it from day one. That I was like, get this guy off. He's a grifter. He's just looking for a way to boost his channel, reacts and clips and this, that, and the other. And we clearly see it to this day that when we win the league, he still does it. Can't be happy with it because he's not a real fan, in my humble opinion. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, he's not a real fan. Because if that's your first instinct. And yesterday shouldn't have been there either. On that certain channel, is what it is. No diss intended, but don't bring people like that into a channel when the very person who's hosting the stream has shared the sentiment that we share as well. About not being happy with a certain manager and then acting like nothing's wrong when it's all gone well. So that's all I'm going to say about it.
What's funny is Tony invited me to do a 7 p.m. show, 11 o'clock my time, right at my lunch hour, and so I'm thinking like, oh, he would have brought me on with Egal? Like, is that's ridiculous. I would have said, no thanks. And I would have jumped right out of that studio.
Yeah, you know what, right?
Because I'm not going to argue with anybody.
If we was to if we'd have won the Europa Cup, and we got into UCL, and we'd have gone to UCL next season, and we would have won it, I would have done a stream. I would have invited Wolfie. I would have invited, everybody that, whether I have an issue with them or whatever, I would have invited every single one of them just to celebrate that, man,
of course,
fucking done it.
Exactly.
And I still see a complete divide in the Arsenal fan base. 22 fucking years.
Yeah.
Because if you don't mind me saying, my brother, is because the lads who are causing the divide are not real fans.
I
And that's
agree.
it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because because when Arsenal blew up online via AFTV were the first to do it, and a lot of people have made great channels, by the way, on the back of that. And then people realized quickly, Jesus Christ, there's a quick buck to be made out of this. I can get super chats, I can get this, I can get gifted memberships and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that you know it too, brother. There's a lot of people who have started these channels just willy-nilly, and they became fans in the last 6 years, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they do it for the wrong reasons, and these are the people that are causing the divide. Like, and I'll say his fucking name. It's Egal. If you don't mind that, tell me to shut up. Mute me if you want. It's your channel.
He's a fucking knobber.
He's a total grifter. He said the one excerpt that I heard him from last night's show. I just hopped in for 3 seconds, and I just said I'd listen for four or 5 seconds, and I dipped out. He said he knew we were going to win the league on match day 6 versus Newcastle.
He said Tony Claudes, didn't he? Was it Tony Claudes? He did say that.
Yes, sir. That was
I knew. Right. And he wears it like a badge of pride. Right.
He just got lucky, same as my feeling.
Yeah. Well, at least you said it with real feeling, though. Yeah. You were real with it, though.
But it is luck at the end of the day.
Of course, yeah.
Right. A lot of people had us, I think, winning the league this season just because we've come in second so much, and they've saw the changes with Rice and Gyökeres and the Eze signing, right? I mean, so I can see a lot of neutrals or even rival fans saying, "Yeah, Arsenal stand a good chance of winning it," But then they're the first ones to call us bottlers because we didn't beat fucking Brentford at home. They're the first one to call us bottlers because fucking City beat us, right, 2-1. And then what they go on and fucking almost lose to Everton 3-1 if it wasn't for Jeremy Doku's heroics.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what? I tell you what, like Nostradamus would look at this and go, "Fucking hell." I must have been a clan.
Well, I'm embarrassed. I'm honestly like this is not taken away from my happiness with this league. Dal, I wish me and you were on the phone when we actually won the league. I was jumping around. My missus was like, "Oh, I've never seen like that in the last 15 years." No, literally, I was fucking. I surprised myself. So I don't want to take away from that, but. At the same time, to you more so, I'm embarrassed because, us winning the league, which is one of the most beautiful feelings any fan can ever experience and very few ever get to experience in their entire life. It's embarrassing for me as an Arsenal fan that there is this to talk about in the first place. Granted, I'm the one who's bringing it up, but it's because it exists. It's because my YouTube algorithm has been flooded with people who are fucking coming out with titles about this person said this. Don't apologize. I'm fucking expecting an apology and all this sort of bullshit. Even though I've nullified my algorithm, I've actually made an attempted effort to make my algorithm as short and concise as possible in terms of football because I get wound up so easy. You know my temper, Gal. And but yet still, that's all I see, and it's a detractor. And for me, the likes of you as a Forest fan, the likes of Jack, who I know very well as a Palace fan, all the other Cyborg and all these other people that I know, I'm forgetting names, are looking at us going, "Look at those privileged fucking wankers. They're after winning the league, and this is what their fan base is doing."
No.
Right.
No, of course not, obviously. But it's still a representation of it, so I'm embarrassed. I appreciate that, but it's still embarrassing. And I'm like going, lads, how dare you? How fucking dare you not focus on the beauty that we won the fucking league in 22 fucking years, man?
Right.
If it makes me happy, y'all should be happy. Sorry.
Right. Do you know my point of view on it, right? If a lot of people's going off on like that because they was thinking like, did we really deserve it? Then I could understand it. But it's not that. It's about trying to get content. It's trying to get drama. It's, like I've said, I mean, I have my issues with Wolfie. I think he's a fucking idiot. But if we won the Premier League for the first time ever, and Wolfie came into my chat, which he's never gonna do because he's a fat cunt, so he'd probably never fit in the fucking box.
Oh my
But
God.
if he did, right, and he said, yeah, we've done it and all this, that, and the other, mate, I'd be fine with it. I'd give him the respect.
Winning changes everything. Right. The whole Egal thing, what upsets me about him the most is that you can throw blatant facts in front of him and he still disregards it because it doesn't fit his narrative.
But it works.
Exactly.
That's the thing that pisses me off the most. And when you go on and say shit like no Arsenal player was picked in the England squad and RVP was a Hale End kid, it just shows that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but you're telling others that you're this expert. Right. And that's what upsets me the most. You know, you get on there and you get roasted every time by Gunner, right? And you know, I didn't want to do in those shows either because, like, if Tony did invite me, but I don't know if I can only speak for myself. But it's like if the plan was for me to be on there with Egal, that would not be a good mix, right? But if he got Egal on there instead of me, fine, that's fine. You still need a guest on for that spot, but I'm just over the "I told you so" bullshit. You know, I'm right, you're wrong. You know, I just like, what are we doing here, right? Because if we didn't, where would he be?
It shows me exactly that your priorities are immediately off as a fan. It makes all of my alarm bells ring.
Right.
If that's your first instinct after we win a league after 20, Dal, I was 12 years old the last time we won the league, and I watched it, and I was fucking over the moon. I finally was able to go into class with chess against every Man United fan. I was in a classroom filled with fucking Man United dickheads. This was at the time with the Roy Keane fucking Vieira wars, and I was a half French kid, half French kid, half Irish kid living in Ireland, going to school, being an Arsenal fan. So you imagine the situation I was in. That was the last time we won the league. And
I just cover these chats from Mr. Pipes because
I was in flow state, but that's okay, bro.
Mate, I apologise, but I just want to cover these chats, so you know, don't disrespect anybody. Pipe says we should be in the UCL final instead of Arsenal, and lucky bastards, and we should beat Atletico Madrid easily, but winning 2 times in a row against PSG. What are the odds? Interesting. Go on, Cole, carry on. Sorry, mate. After,
no. So that, like,
we only got one person in the chat, so I've got to actually give him a chance.
No, drama. I was trying to remember what I was saying. But basically, after all that, as someone who was feeling those 22 years very seriously, as we all have as real fans, if your first instinct after that drought being you finally get that drink of water, ironically, us not bottling the fucking league, your first instinct is to go make a video about calling someone out. You ain't a fan. Saying, I was right. I was right, guys. Look at me. I'm all fucked.
Yeah, look at the attention on me.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. You know, and like I was saying before, it's kind of like it's the gloating, like you're saying, Carl, but it's also like, oh, I had it right from the beginning and everyone is wrong but me.
Yeah.
Right? Except for my followers who follow me on X or pay for clicks and all that bullshit. Because we've seen the guy go into many panel discussions and just get absolutely roasted, cooked like a fucking T-bone steak every single time.
He's a fucking idiot, but he's a
and he disappears.
Idiot.
He disappears as well. You know, he always logs off when he gets cooked as well. Always logs off.
He's just a clickbait idiot. You know, they're all over the place. But one thing I'll ask you guys, right? First time in 22 years, I get that. You do it whichever way you can. But it's like, would you have liked to have seen it done with absolute, like, quality?
Yeah, for me. For me, I debate those people that say, well, at the end, I think the league, as fans, we go through phases, right? All the way from August to May. That's a long season for any sport, to be honest. So if you start off good, you say, oh, we have an opportunity, right? And then Christmas comes around and we're like, oh, we got a lot of, tight fixtures. Hopefully we can, maintain where we're at.
Yeah.
And then February comes around. And it's like, oh, our form's dipping. So I'm not so sure, sorry. So I'm not so sure what,
that's ego.
if we're going to make it, right? And then, yeah, right. And then,
what the fuck are you saying?
March hits and you're like, okay, now we're deep in the run-in and we're playing like crap, but we're eking out results, right? So maybe there's something there. I think those are the 3 phases as a football fan, or 4 phases.
Yeah.
If you start off from August to December, it's a different season. From December to February, end of February is a different season. And then from March 1st till the middle of May is a different season, right?
Yeah, I think
so much can change.
There has to be some luck. There has to be some luck to get it. I mean, I personally think with Arsenal now, and I've said this for a while, mentality is massive, and this team doesn't know how to win something. Yes, they know how to win dinner plates, but nothing else. And I think that, to me, is one of the biggest things that Arteta's done wrong. He should have had them going for the cups and stuff like that so they could get that winning mentality. I mean, you've only got to look at the Carabao Cup with Man City.
Right.
You might as well have just gone into a hole in the second half because you just disappeared. And that's down to the fact that you don't know how to win it. That gives you a chance in the fact that you've won the Premier League now. These players have got belief.
Right.
They can actually
100%.
get it over the line and they can actually win. Regardless how it was done, regardless how everyone's turning around saying this, that and the other, whatever. Do better next season and you'll be the one that wins it. But, regardless of any of that. But it's like you go to the UCL. I'll be honest, my feeling says that you don't get the UCL. And I've said that to you before. I don't think you'll get the UCL. I had a feeling for the Premier League, but I don't have a feeling for the UCL. But they're just feelings. So I think you're going to have to play a phenomenal game against Paris Saint-Germain. But hey, Chelsea did it. Chelsea did it and won the World Club champion.
I also feel like, I agree with 100% with what you're saying, but regards to the Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain have to play an excellent game too. Right? And it's and both of us do, which, and that's where it kind of equals out to me.
They've done it before. That's I know, the point.
But I think when you go back to what you were saying about us winning the league, that is the motivation and confidence we need to get this thing. I think we win it. It may be in extra time. It may be in pens, but I think we win it. Because again, I don't think that PSG faces teams like ours on a weekly basis. And we're used to this adversity that we've already had with tougher teams, right? Like playing United, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, and you can even throw Villa and you can throw fucking Bournemouth in there. I would say that any of those teams on any given day, and even Forest for your lot, can beat PSG, right? I think it's just about shutting them down. And remember, last season we didn't have Eze. We didn't have Gyökeres.
The only thing I would... Sorry, go on, Cole.
Well, I just say one word, one sentence to say. A cup final is a cup final. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Of course it can.
Yeah.
That's the only hope I have. That's the only hope I have. I just hope our boys are on to it. That's it.
I think we will be on it.
The only thought I have is there's so many, it can go either way, but there's so many players to watch. Sheila can win it on his own.
Oh, we'll see.
He's phenomenal. He is. No, I'm just saying. He's phenomenal. You would want.
He's an amazing player.
He's phenomenal.
But I look at it.
You've also got Vitinha.
He's a very good player.
So there's so many players that you've got to sort of keep an eye on. You've also got Dembele.
Who's going to be injured.
At the same point, they've got to keep an eye on Gyökeres, and they've got to keep an eye on Saka.
Correct.
And it's going to be very interesting. But personally, I don't think you get the UCL.
That's
just
I agree. I agree. But
that's just my
really,
I don't think I don't think we will either, based on merit.
Mm.
I mean, I think a lot of us, I mean, being real now, back to reality here, I think a lot of us, going back a month ago, were very surprised that we are now holding the league in our hands.
Mm.
The Premier League trophy in our hands. Let's be real, we were very surprised by that, given the form, given after the League Cup final, every single person on the planet was, that's it, we were done,
Right.
and rightly so, to believe that, given the performance. So to now turn around and say, I'm very confident that we're going to win the CL, I don't think so. At the end of the day, though, to say the otherwise, I don't agree, because the cup final is a fucking cup final. If those boys have rallied and have garnered massive amount of confidence from now hoisting the league, anything is possible. And if they believe in themselves, go, yeah, I'm fucking Declan Rice, I'm fucking Bukayo Saka, I'm Gabriel Magalhaes, I'm Willie Saliba, man. I want to fucking fuck these Paris Saint-Germain lot, playing from Paris and all that. Anything can happen. But at the same time, I can't be confident either, because Paris, they play scintillating football when they're on.
Yeah. But
I haven't seen scintillating football from us yet, though. That's the thing. So that's where I'm
the best
hoping.
thing. Yeah, I think that is key to what you've just said. But the thing is, you've got more chance of winning it than we have.
Now your hopes are dead.
We're on for a double.
My thing is, like I said before, we have a different squad now than we had last season. We had Moreno up front. We didn't have Eze. We had to rely on Odegaard and and no one else, essentially, right? And Kvaratskhelia, he's a huge threat. But I think if Mascara's on it on the day, he's going to have help from Saliba on that right side, and Declan Rice will probably be in the 6 with Lewis Skelly in the 8 and Eze on as a 10, right?
It's possible. It's absolutely possible.
I just think that this is a different squad, right? This is a different squad than last season's semifinal. I mean, I think we only went out by 1 goal on aggregate anyway.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I don't think you've lost all the competition. I mean,
right? We've only conceded 6 goals in the whole comp. So I think like the Kvaratskhelia thing, if it's Mascara just one-on-one battling, he's going to get cooked a lot of the time, right? His legs are going to be twisted up like Bambi, But when you add in Declan Rice moving to that right side, when you add Saliba moving a little bit more wide, and all of a sudden, if you can double team, triple team Kvaratskhelia, he can't do nothing, right?
Yeah, but if you triple team him, you take away a spot from, you take away space for somebody else, So I mean, I won't triple team him. I'll probably
but Rice can be there, right? If he's pushed out wide, Rice can hold that gap that you're talking about, Yeti, right, where the midfielders can run into. I'm not saying Rice, all 3 of them have to be on top of him, but if Mascara's getting turned inside and out, Saliba runs in, Rice drops back to cover that gap behind Saliba, and then he's double teamed, and he has to release the ball, right? What I don't want is him to take Mascara inside, right? And then him tying up Mascara inside the box, and bam, there's a goal, far post. No, I think even PSG knows this is a different Arsenal side. Not only with the players on the pitch, but the confidence now that we've got for just winning the league. And they haven't gone against a Gyökeres yet. They haven't gone against Saka. I mean, maybe they did last season. I forget the lineup of last season, not that matters. But I think that this is a different squad, and especially with Lewis Skelly, who's been playing magnificently in midfield, is going to be a problem for them.
But
he could
at the same point,
they may not even get that many touches of the ball. Who knows?
At the same point, you're not a very good playing side, whereas PSG are a very good playing side.
I think if we get the first goal, it's going to be long for PSG. I think we can shut shit down. But
if you can manage to do that, but you won't known for scoring goals like you used to. Mentality might make a difference.
Corner. I mean,
we still score enough. We still score enough to win a league.
Absolutely. I mean, if I score from a corner, it's a guaranteed chance on goal. So I mean, I can't fault that one bit. Mr. Pipe says, "I'm sorry, but I don't like Arsenal's play style at the minute, and too Italian for my taste. But I think it's more Spanish because it's Arteta, isn't it?" You're not the most okay. Let's fucking cut it down here. Yeah, when you played when the first time you bottled it, your style was great. That gung-ho style was killer.
Right.
If you got 2 goals on
To
somebody
a
in the
point.
first half, that was it. Game over. It was
Right.
done. It was finished. Then Arteta brought in a style that was more conservative. Now, for me personally, I mean, you won the league, so I ain't going on about that. But for me, he needed to implement the 2 things together. So at times you could just do like a gung-ho style on the Burnleys or the Wolves or the teams that came up
Right.
or certain teams, and then against Man City go a little bit more conservative and try and get something on the break. And that's my biggest worry with Arteta. Yes, he's gone with the conservative style now, but he needed to keep that style as well.
Yeah, no, I agree. And that was where my
game.
frustration was. Like, we weren't all gung ho against you guys. We weren't gung ho against Wolves and Sunderland. We weren't gung ho at home against Brentford, right? That's my biggest gripe about the whole thing, right? If the one thing that stands out for me, even though winning the trophy again is fantastic, right? But the main thing is that there were teams, or even Liverpool at home, were there to get got at, right? And that's the thing. If we would have just put our fucking nuts on the table and actually go at you, like you guys in particular, you know, because you guys were kind of your guys' form was kind of flipping and flopping at the time until you got that nice run of games, and you guys played well, right? I remember coming on your channel, and we were both saying that you played very well against us, but. And like Mr. Pipes, I don't think PSG is unstoppable. I'm sorry, I just don't believe that.
I don't think anybody's unstoppable.
Right, and
the Bayern game is a very bad example because we won't be given those given PSG those counter attack opportunities the way Bayern did. It was the first leg was complete gung ho. It was a complete and utter shootout essentially. It was a fucking shootout. Shout out Ronnie Craig. But
I think it comes down.
We won't be given them the opportunities to be completely coming at us on the counter, which is what they excel in. They have electric pace on the counter. We won't be doing that. It's going to be the most shithousery Champions League final of all time from our perspective, and I don't give a fuck. The amount I've never heard this scrutinous analytical diagnostic of play from a former champion in my lifetime. Even United back in the day, they used to be very regimented. Liverpool, Man City, and all that sort of stuff. Never heard it being dissected to the manner which it is Arsenal. And I understand that because we are absolutely hated because of our fan base. So we have to hold our hands up to that as the few real ones. It is our fault as a fans. We are cringe and we are hated. It's obvious. But at the same time, it fucking works. And I don't think we're going to allow PSG the same opportunities that Bayern did in that first leg. I don't know what the fuck Bayern were doing.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't. I don't know what they were thinking going at meeting PSG toe to toe like that. You cannot face them in that manner. You just simply cannot. And the one thing I will say, I'm not saying that we're going to win the Champions League. I'm not saying that at all. Because the fucking cup final is as unpredictable as I said for that reason that we can win it. But I do know that Arteta will not make the mistake of fucking going toe to toe with those guys. So they'll have to try and break us down.
I don't.
Like a prime Stoke City. Like a prime Stoke City versus us in 08. So we'll see what happens.
I just say, right, when we won the league, we didn't win the league, but when we won the European Cup twice on the bounce, they was 1-0 wins. 1-0 wins and fantastic defending.
George Graham too.
Yeah, so you've always got that. Yeah, exactly. George Graham tactics was pretty much get one goal and then fucking batten the fucking hatches and put the sandbags out. You know, and it works. It works.
Leicester City's last 7 games of their title-winning season, they all won all those games by 1-0.
Yeah,
Jamie Vardy's having a party, right? Right. My analysis before was Kvaratskhelia, right? Is that he's going to be very tough. Dembele probably will come back because it's supposed to be injuries and all this. But I still think that this is a different Arsenal side than they faced last season, where we did bottle it with 14 draws essentially and kind of let Liverpool cruise. We just won the league. We don't have any real serious injuries except for Timber. We don't have Moreno starting up front. This is a different kettle of fish, right? I just,
absolutely.
He's gonna-
but I'm not.
he-
but I'm like you guys. I'm not going to go out and say, "Oh, we're going to win
he's-
it because we have Goikarez
No.
and Eze." But
No.
we have
He's
more
going-
power.
he's-
We have a better squad than we did last season.
He's going to start Havertz in this final. I guarantee you.
It
Fair
will.
enough.
It will go like defensive.
I think he will.
Conservative.
I hope not,
and
but-
hopefully to try and get something. I
I-
think it will be scared of them, but I think you should be scared of a team. But then again,
Oh, yeah.
you guys ain't fucking lost a game,
Right?
so it should be them that's scared of you. Mr. Bite says I'm Portuguese. For me, you are all Brits. Well,
Except for this,
Cole's Irish and Dow's American.
fine.
I'll just give my
I get
honest
it.
thoughts and opinions. I have no gripes with Arsenal, bro.
That's good.
This
You're
is
fine.
all
Actually,
about
either, bro.
honest thoughts and
Yeah.
opinions, bro. Always.
Well, Pipes,
Unless you're
Pipes, there's
having
no-
a go at the
there's no-
guests. I have
No
No,
insulting.
no. There's no gripes with you at all, Pipes, mate. I know you. You're a real one.
yeah,
brother.
you're a good
No,
guy.
no one has gripes.
Yourself.
No one has gripes at all. Well, the only gripe I have is I'm not Brit, mate. I'm fucking Irish. Big difference.
Exactly. That's why I made a point.
I'm actually more related to I'm actually more related ethnicity to a Portuguese person. We are
Mm.
Iberian descended. You know, the
Mm.
Iberian Celts and all that. You know, if you know, you know. But
Yeah.
all good, mate. All good. Yeah, it'll be a very interesting final. I think it's going to be.
so too.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I have no idea that what's going to happen. So that's what makes it
I'll
very
tell you
exciting.
what. If
I think
you
we're gonna win
actually,
2-1.
if you actually manage to do it, mate, honestly, I will. As I
Oh,
did
bro.
when you won the chat, when you won the title. Question on you winning the title, and now I've already asked Cole. But would you rather have won it? I mean, I know you won it, so it doesn't matter. But
Sure.
would you rather have won it in a game where you win the game and then, like a cup feeling kind of
Yeah.
type
Oh,
of
yeah.
thing?
And that's
Do you
even
think
the
it was
debate
a
we
little
had
bit
with.
damp?
That's how yeah, of course. I again, we relied on City,
Mm.
right? We relied on City. To some, well, obviously to not just some extent, but a lot of extent, and we relied on Bournemouth, right? No, and this is the debate I've had with Tony Claude, and his point was it shows maturity if we go through to the end and the boys lift the trophy at the last day of the weekend and blah blah blah. And I get that, but to me, it's like if we would have beaten again you guys, if we would have beaten Wolves and Sunderland, we would have had a 8 to 10 point gap, and then we wouldn't have these squeaky bum pressure times. We wouldn't have to necessarily rely on Bournemouth. Right, I would rather win it from 8 to 10 points than Bournemouth drew with City, so we win it by 2. Essentially,
Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would.
right? Yeah, so yeah, of course, yeah. To answer your question, I'd much rather have won it at a bit of a canter than just kind of squeak it out a bit. But and I've said on many shows I want them out regardless, and I'm kind of putting my foot in my mouth. But that's the way it goes, man. Because we were like Pipes has even said it wasn't fun to watch. I wasn't like. Get up, fucking 6 o'clock in the morning to go watch us squeak out a 1-0 win. But I saw, for me, the real confidence started showing through when I thought we could get it done is when we beat Fulham 3-0. I kind of like, okay, these guys are absolutely serious now, right? Because we were, I mean, let's be honest, Carl, we were shitting ourselves week in and week out, right? Like, oh God, we got Fulham. What's that going to be like? Oh God, we got, we've got Newcastle, right? If it wasn't for a great Eze goal, right, we probably would have beat them. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. But for the final, I'm like you. I think anything can happen in the final. But
it's cup final, Dad. It's cup final, mate.
But if you look at the 38 games in the French league, they don't face teams like us that often, right? Who's their biggest rivals? Is it Lyon or Marseille?
Lyon, Marseille, Lille. Yeah, Lyon, Marseille, Lille, probably.
Yeah. Right. So
for sure, it's nowhere near as combative week in, week out. Absolutely.
Right.
The quality for sure, regardless, is there. We've seen that at the world stage, like in the Champions League, they are the reigning Champions League champions. So I think the Liga narrative for them isn't so much relevant. But it's a good point. It's still a good point in the sense that like we are battle tested, we are shithouse tested in the last. We got through Atletico, and that was no easy fucking trick at all. Getting through 2 legs with Atletico Madrid is, I don't give a fuck what the result is. It takes some bottle to do that.
100%.
And so therefore, look, at the end of the day, Dad, look, if someone was to ask me to predict this game, I have fucking no idea. Right. I'm generally terrible at predictions anyway. But in this particular case, I'm even more devoid of ideas than I ever usually am. It's a cup final against a very regimented, very disciplined defensive team that is just purely built on structure. It reminds me a bit of like England in 03 in the Rugby World Cup. I know it's a totally different sport, but they were completely regimented and were given no chance to beat New Zealand or Australia or South Africa, who were flair driven, had structure too, but their regimented nature got them through it. It could work, Dal. It could totally work. Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué, Vitinha, they could be nullified. They could be completely nullified. And I know the one thing I know about these PSG players is that if things don't work out very quickly for them, they seem to get very frustrated very quick. That's the one thing I'll say about my French cousins who are always talking to me and shitting on PSG every week. Because they're from Marseille, so it's their sworn enemies. They hate PSG. All my cousins are Arsenal fans right now. It's brilliant. But who knows, man? Who knows? Let's see. Does discipline beat flair on this occasion? Let's see.
Yeah, I just think this is a different squad than what we had last season, right? I mean, we were crying out for a striker last season. We got fucking Moreno. You know, but with like,
and he did very well. And he did very well.
He did okay.
So well.
He scored some important goals. He definitely, he did all right. But he's not
good enough.
But still not good enough, right? And I'm kind of with you on the Kai Havertz thing, but I kind of at this point, if he starts Kai Havertz, I don't think alarm bells are going to go off so much. I think that when you put him in the box, if we can get some possession and get some set pieces, I think that he can actually do something against those defenders, right? Marquinhos isn't the biggest guy. Pacho is pretty big, pretty tall, but they're not a big physical squad.
You know, so
maybe you have Kai Havertz bully him for 55, 60 minutes and then bring Gyökeres on.
If Gyökeres starts, though, we need to have Eze playing in the 10. 100%. You see, this is where all of my hopes and wishes, and this is why I don't generally make predictions about Arsenal, because throughout the season, Mikel Arteta is so unpredictable. You just don't know what the fuck this guy is going to do. A player could have the game of his life the day before, and next game he plays someone completely different. If Gyökeres is the starter, and I fucking hope he does, I hope Eze is there in the 10. I hope Rice is there, and I hope Skelly is playing behind as well. And the number one most important thing is that these midfielders are fucking going to at least pass fucking forward, go through the channels when Gyökeres makes those runs. Because this entire season, despite our league trophy, we're being tactical now because we're talking about our next game. So fuck all of the happiness and all that. Every single time Gyökeres is playing, I do not see balls being put through the channel. Right. I do not see it happen consistently. And this is why I got all season. Every time we spoke, we've said the same thing back and forth to each other every single time, and it's fucking true. And it's such a shame because that man up top, that big fucking lump of a Swede, makes some fucking damn good runs that are splitting the defense, no matter who he plays. I always count every single time I've seen Gyökeres play, even when he's had bad games. I've at least counted at least 2 or 3 splitting runs that he's made that were not found by our midfielder, by the winger, by the holding midfielder. It doesn't matter. That ball should instinctively, holy shit, our big lump of a Swede is running forward, whip it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Try it. Whip that ball towards them. Swing it towards them, man.
Yeah,
let's hope.
I mean, the thing is, the way you win that game is to shut down what they're trying to do. You've got Vitinha in the midfield that kind of just he's the orchestrator that makes things happen. So you've got to make sure you shut him down. And not let them shut down the players that you've got. You know, it sounds quite simple when you put it that way, but Kvaratskhelia, when he actually just goes off, he goes off. He's fantastic. Like, if you look at Martinelli, it's like having Kvaratskhelia. Martinelli's like buying Kvaratskhelia on Temu or Wish.com. You know, he's just so fucing good, and Dembele is picking up as well, and then he's starting to look the business as well.
One name we forgot. Go ahead,
Your
Yeti.
defense will be tested. Your defense
Yes.
will
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
be tested.
I think we'll
I think
test
they'll be.
it. I think
Yeah.
with Saka, I think we'll give them a test. I think again the Goikarez, Havertz maybe on the set pieces, but one player we haven't mentioned is was it David Ruiz? Fuck, he had a great semifinal.
Well, yeah,
against
Fabian
Bayern Munich.
as
Fabian
well.
Ruiz,
Is it
right, not
Fabian
David.
Ruiz?
Fabian Ruiz is
Yeah, and
man.
even
good, bro.
Marquinhos has been great as well.
Yeah, but Fabian Ruiz can pick a pass out, bro. Like it's a joke. So their midfield's good, and Neves is fucking quick on it too. Neves and Vitinha are very fast, tricky midfielders, right? So to me, it's like if they play a 4-3-3, it's Neves and Vitinha as the attacking midfielders with Fabian just kind of holding up the back, but he's fucking class, bro. I mean, I know we were after him too a couple seasons ago, I believe, on a loan deal.
But, he was.
But he is a top-notch player. But 100%. I also think this could be a great game for Skelly to come out and try and stop Vitinha and Neves and do some of that work.
He's going to use Skelly though. I think he's.
I think he will. I think he will.
I don't think Zubamendi's confidence is in the fucking toilet.
I think this manager's done with Zubamendi. Yeah, I think he's done with him. To be honest with you,
weren't he done with Skelly as well?
He was done with Skelly at left back. At left back, yes. But then moved him after hearing us for 6 months say, play this motherfucker in midfield because Zubamendi ain't doing the job. He does it. And lo and behold, we secured a title. That's what we cried out for. You seen Skelly last year when he featured against Real Madrid, the way he bossed in the midfield. He was playing left back and he was inverting into the midfield and he was fucking bossing the fucking midfield. It was incredible to see. Anyone with half a brain would have said, all right then, that's our new midfielder. No need to buy Zubamendi. What a fucking waste of money that was. 45 million down the drain. Put it in my bank account.
Moreno coming back. Not that Moreno's any better, but we already got Moreno. Like what? They're two of the same players to me, bro. I mean,
basically. They can't defend.
They're both Spanish. They're both mid.
One's taller, one's shorter. They both can't defend. They pass sideways. Mourinho at least will lob in with the odd goal here and there, but waste of time, man. Put Skelly.
I think personally that you've got the title and you've got the mentality, but I think the UCL is a step too far this season. Personally.
Yeah, no.
That's just my personal point of view. Yeah.
Everyone on planet Earth is saying PSG. And my dad texted me there congratulating me on Arsenal winning the league, and he was saying that but he loves PSG and Enrique, and he was saying they want to smash you lads. And I said, yeah, look, fair enough. That's what the world is saying too. And on paper, this could be almost a repeat of Liverpool versus AC Milan back in 2005. It could be a repeat of that. This is the time for these players to do this shit. Make history. Make a fucking documentary in 10 years' time, where all of us fans would be crying over it.
You're winners now.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's it. Let's do it, man. This is it. At least go. Look, the only thing I ask, as I always ask in any game, you've heard me say this before. I know you agree with this. Dal, I know you agree with this too. The only thing I want, and I'll be happy with, is if these players go out and die on the shield.
Right.
If I see them completely shit the bed and bottle it in terms of emotions on the pitch,
like Inter did last
season. Yes, indeed, and us even in the League Cup final, it's in our locker still, despite the league title. I will never forgive that because a Champions League final is such a rare occasion, no matter what form you're in. It's such a rare special treat. You have to grab the bull by the horns. If they bottle the occasion, I will fucking be so upset, mate. I won't forgive them for that. But
I have a question though. I have a question. If you win the Champions League, who do you think most certain content creators will have an issue with?
Sorry, what was that? What content creators? What?
I
didn't hear you. Sorry,
who do you think certain content creators will cause drama with?
Oh, well, obviously anyone that was backing this guy to begin with, and you know what, fair play to them if they do, but it's a time that we should all be happy with, mate. That's what it should be all about, like the way it is right now with us winning the league. It should be everyone should be happy.
I'll tell you what, that'd be insane. That'd be insane to see a star on that Arsenal badge.
I want it so badly, mate.
Yeah, I'm getting that kit for sure. I don't know, man. I think my prediction's been 2-1 for a while.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right.
Right.
I beg you're right.
I don't know. My feeling is that they will get it, to be honest, but that's only a feeling.
I think, though, if we didn't win the league this season, we would absolutely get destroyed in the Champions League because our mentality and our confidence would be in the fucking toilet.
Yeah. Mate, so you're in it. You're in it, so you can win it.
Yeah, true. But I think if we didn't win the league, that would be such a psychological blow that I don't think we'd be able to overcome that, even if it is just a one-off.
But maybe at the same point as well, you got to look at, like, for this team to get over the line for the first time and have that mentality, maybe it's a little bit of a step too far.
Maybe.
Possibly.
We'll find out.
We don't know. We don't know.
That's the beauty of a cup final. That's the beauty of a cup final. We don't know. We don't fucking know. Let's see what happens. I can't wait.
Absolutely.
Can't wait.
You could absolutely turn it on amazingly and just fucking go from there and just absolutely put Paul. I mean, I tell you what I'd like to see, right? Because I mean, I've got PSG winning it, but what I would like to see is like Arsenal to show that confidence of winning the league for the first time in 22 years. And exactly really showing me something that goes, fuck. You know, I can't argue with that.
Just fight. That's all we want. Put up a fight. Don't roll over. Don't get scared by the occasion. Don't get scared by the anthem. Don't get scared by the fireworks. Just go and fucking
neutral ground.
Die. Make that badge extra red, man.
And when we do fight, we win. That's the thing too, Carl. When we do fight, we typically win. That's been kind of the way the season's gone, you know. I mean, there's some scrappy 1-0s, but when we show fight, we fucking win. You know, I just think, like, you know,
I never mind losing, Dallas. I never mind losing. I never mind losing. I never mind losing as long as my team go out and fight.
Right.
At least at the end of the day, I go, you tried, lads. Big up to you. My heart is aligned with my heart is aligned with every one of you players. Fair play to you. The only thing I can't tolerate is when it's a complete and utter no-show. By means of tactics or by means of players' heads dropping or whatever it may be. Just go out there.
Yeah, I think that's a big worry as well.
Bleed. I want to. You have to bleed something. Game,
yeah. Right.
No, that was a no-show. That League Cup final reminded me of Baku with Unai Emery. The 4-1 v Chelsea. It was very similar. It was like, oh well, it didn't work from minute one, so let's just bend over like the bitch we are. No. Can't be doing that.
We could have won 3-2 because we hit the post twice. Right? Oh, well, that was the league game. That was the league game. Was that the league game? That was the league game. I can't remember that. Where Gabriel chest one down, hit the post. I think Dressard hit the post. I think that was the league game. That was the league game.
The League Cup final was the League Cup final was a complete no-show.
It was a shit show,
no show. Not even a shit. It was no show.
I'm going to bounce out, guys, and join Don C. He hit me up earlier this morning to jump on. So thanks for having me on, Yeti and Carl. I'll see you guys.
No worries, man. Always
champions, mate. Champions.
That's a really nice kit, bro. Really nice kit.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Next one you get will have a star on it.
Hopefully so, mate.
Mate. Can you imagine that?
I'll see you guys this weekend. Cheers.
Have a great weekend, brother. Love you, love you, man. Love you. Oh, man. 3.5 hours we've been going. That's insane, bro. I never talked to anyone this long in my life.
That's crazy, isn't it? It just keeps going, doesn't it? I mean,
I know. It goes so fast.
Some sort of interaction in the chat, but it ain't there. It ain't there. Well, we did have it from Beast, but I mean, I'm not having.
No, but it was going regular beforehand. You know, in fairness, you don't bring me on for fucking views, so you know that. Like you pick your poison. You know
mate, I have. Look, if you come into the chat and have a go at me, I ain't got no issue with that. But if you,
he didn't even have
after yourself. But
no, the thing is, right? you went immediately when he came in, right? You went to go for a piss or whatever you went for, and I asked him, so what's your issue there, mate? He didn't even say what his issue was. I was like, okay, did you disagree about topic? Because I was looking for interaction when you're on your own. He said nothing. He was just like going, "Oh, who's this guy?" I'm like, "Man, like," and then he had to go with you at the end. I'm like, "All right, dude. Okay,
Well, he
fair
didn't really
enough."
have a go at me. He said, "Why don't
No, he
you
says, "What's
support
going on?"
Shamrock Rovers?"
He said, "What's?" He didn't say that. I
He
seen his
did.
comment.
He did.
Okay,
He
well,
said,
fair enough.
"Why
Yeah,
don't you? Why don't you support
yeah,
Shamrock
yeah. I don't know.
Rovers?
Maybe,
And fuck
yeah,
off."
maybe it's me. Maybe it's the reason we don't have views. I don't know, mate. You know, as I said, I don't come
Bro,
on
I ain't
to
having that. I'm
give you
not having
views.
nobody talk
Yeah,
shit about people
it's
that I've
grand,
got on the
brother.
channel.
But you see,
It's not gonna
more
go that
attention
way.
the more attention you draw to it, the more it makes it lucrative for these
That's
motherfuckers to
why I
do it.
didn't,
You know what
and
I'm
I
saying?
got rid of him.
Yeah, but we're talking about it now, though. That's my point. You know what I mean? Just ignore it. It's grand. I dealt
No,
with it
well,
fine. It didn't bother
we
me.
was
It's all
talking
good.
about it, so
No, but I'm just saying it's all good. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter, bro. Fuck him. Like, of the amount of people that put comments in the chat that were great tonight, like there was a steady
yeah,
stream of
absolutely.
comments. Who gives a fuck
100%.
about the one dickhead who doesn't even have anything to say? You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. No, fuck these man.
He seemed like
Yeah.
somebody that knew you. To be honest, I don't know.
Yeah,
whether
mate,
he-
that's
whether
why I
he
said it
knew you.
before. That's why I said it before. There's loads of men that don't like me in the Arsenal sphere because
Hmm.
I've absolutely annihilated people in front of people, and they've left with their tails between their legs so many occasions.
Yeah.
There's probably some man on his burner account. You know what I'm saying? Probably was some dickhead on his burner account that wish he had the balls to go on camera. I went into his channel. And he's a gaming streamer apparently, and he uploads videos with no commentary. Great, fair play to you, man. You know what I mean? It takes balls to do that, but yeah. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
These people are nobodies. Anyway, mate, I may bounce. It's getting fucking late now. So
All
cheers
right.
for having me on as always, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, man. And
Yeah.
Pipe says that I'm also in. We need to schedule some gaming. Yeti, have a good one, mate. Yeah, big up, man. Cheers
Big
for
up, boys,
dropping
man.
in, bro. Appreciate it. Massively appreciate
Ledge.
it. So
Ledge.
I mean, I'm starting to get to the point when it comes to midnight. I'm gonna be heading off anyway. There's no point staying
Yeah.
on after midnight
Mhm.
anyway.
Mhm. No, it only gets messy after that, anyway, doesn't it?
Get shit from neighbours and shit. So what's the
Yeah.
point in that?
Fuck 'em.
No point in that.
Fuck 'em. Anyway, yeah, I'll chat to you soon, brother. Yeah, love you to bits, man. Thanks for having me on as always. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries.
Love.
Thanks
Love.
for coming on, bro.
We'll chat. Yeah, no worries, bro. Chat.
Take care. See you later, mate. So, I am on my own. Well, what can I say? What can I say? I can say a lot, actually. Say a lot. If you watch The Boys, the final was absolute shite. Do get tired of watching these fucking series and then them turning to crap because they don't want to spend the money. And most of them nowadays are just like that. You know, I think the best thing you can do when it comes to like watching a series is to actually see if it actually ends or if it actually gets taken down. Other than that, don't waste your time. I mean, I wasted my time with The Boys. The Boys was great at the start. It was awesome. It was a really good series. But then they start getting the money and the series starts doing well. And then they just fuck it up. And the final was fucking trash, man. Absolute fucking trash. Hopefully From doesn't go the same way, because From is looking really good at the minute. So hopefully that doesn't go the same way. Because that's, at the minute, that's looking like it's leading to a really good, competent, written finish. I mean, who knows, it might all of a sudden go shit. They all do. They all do nowadays, and that's why most of the series I watched back in the day that was my favourite series, I watch again over and over and over again because they're better than most of the shit they put out nowadays. Most of the shit they put out nowadays, they write so much of it, and then all of a sudden they just get bored of it, or they get the money for writing it, and then they're just like, whatever, we'll just put out anything. And in all due respect, the only people that's the issue there is everybody that just keeps watching it and keeps giving them that money. They're the issue, to be fair. Stop watching it, take down the ratings, and yes, it will get cancelled, but it deserves to be cancelled. It 100% deserves to be cancelled if that's what they're doing. Can't stand series that drag. When they brought V back, it was just dragging along, so it was always going to get cancelled. Hannibal was a great series, really good, but that got cancelled as well. You know, people ain't just going to. Well, the sad thing is they are going to take shit, because nowadays we live in a world where people just think, oh, I'm happy for what I get, I don't expect anything else. Is that what the person says that pays you to work? I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Pretty sure he doesn't say, I'm happy with the performance you're giving, so you're okay. Pretty sure on that one, because they will always work you to the bone. But I was 53 the other day, Wednesday I think it was. I still ain't gonna take shit. I ain't gonna take shit from anybody, and it's like, you know, I get what Cole's saying about the guy that came in just giving him shit. I ain't having that. Not having that. If somebody's on my channel and you're giving them shit, you'll be leaving. Right? You get fuck who you are. Calling yourself a beast. Yeah. Says a lot, mate. Says a lot. I ain't gonna know I'm not gonna section for that. To be honest, if you're gonna give me shit, fine. You give me shit, I'll rip you to fucking pieces. I've never had an issue with that. I'll absolutely fucking destroy you. But giving people that's actually on my panel, not gonna have that. I know he can look after himself, but that's not the point. That's really not the point. Come for me and good luck. Come for my guests and good luck as well. Because I'm just not going to have that. Never going to have that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should start doing streams where I just, like, you know, make it a bit more dramaful. Oh, do you want to have a go at me? Come on, guys. Let's fucking have it. Shall we do that and be real fucking grifters? Like a lot of them. Should we do that? Be real fucking grifters. Make the cave a grifters channel. It's sad as fucking fuck. If you can't fucking start doing this, and right, I'm gonna say right now, if people say this is hard work, they're talking shit. Don't take any notice of whatsoever. If they say this is hard work, they're talking shit. Because every single one of us has had a job that's been really fucking hard. This ain't hard work, mate. And if anybody tells you this is hard work, they are talking absolute bollocks. They are talking absolute bollocks. This is the easiest job you could ever do. Easiest job you can ever do in your life. You do what you do, you enjoy what you do. You don't deserve anything for it. You don't deserve anything for it. If people give something for it, then fair play. You know, thank you very much. But you don't deserve anything for it because it's not hard. Mate, you click a button. You click a button, alright, go on StreamYard. Oh yeah, we'll go live. Let me go on Canva just to create this thumbnail. Right, we'll go live at like 9 o'clock, and now sit here drinking beer and doing whatever, and just swearing and just talking left, right, and centre. Yeah, really hard work. Yeah, really hard work. If that was the kind of hard work that every man did from time, wouldn't have any of this, would we? We wouldn't have any of this if that was the hard work that we have to do. It's bullshit, guys. And anybody that turns around and says this is hard work is a fucking fraud. They are an absolute fucking fraud. All they want is, oh, it's hard work, give me some money, because giving me some money makes it easier and makes it not as hard work. Fucking pussies, bro. Absolute fucking pussies. If you enjoy doing it, then do it. If you don't enjoy doing it, then don't do it. But don't, I mean, this is the thing. People are so fucking thick nowadays. That's why they took the fucking jab. What a thick bunch of bastards to take the jab. What did they say? What was the first thing they came out with? Oh, we've got it cleared that if you take the jab and it goes wrong, then you can't sue anybody, but you still take the jab. Wow, what a thick bunch of cunts. They need a thick bunch of cunts to actually put that over. That's what they need, a thick bunch of fucking idiots. Common sense, common fucking sense says that made no sense whatsoever. But you're all fucking stupid. You're all like, oh, well, wait a minute, this advances my life if I do this, and this helps everybody else, and all this kind of stuff. Fucking knobheads, bro. Knobheads. But hey, enjoy your injections. Enjoy your booster 75. You're fucking stupid. And when they come out with another virus, you'll be there. Oh, please inject me in my arm. What a fucking dumb bunch of twats. Natural selection. The one thing the vaccination did was natural selection. That's the only way I can look at it. Because it's like, you was never going to offer anything anyway. You're a thick twat. So, there was never any point. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here because I'm fucked. So, yeah, natural selection. The ones that are clever enough will stay. The ones that ain't clever enough will fucking disappear. So, as always, guys, keep it real, keep it Yeti. And, yeah. Tatty fucking bye. See you later, guys. Next stream I'll do is like just grifting or whatever, because that seems to work.